Engage.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Winners Don't Use Drugs, presented by Engage Gaming, episode 114.
And crystal clear clarity.
You'll notice that Steven said nothing at that part. You just see his mouth moving if you watch the video.
Oh, I said it.
Because you can't follow rules.
If you don't hear me saying it, that means that Zach was being a bitch. And got rid of my singing voice.
What percentage?
Singing voice?
You just heard it a few seconds ago.
What if he auto-tuned?
You're welcome.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Well, hey, to each your own. Tomato.
What percentage are you at, Nola?
Texas.
Okay. You said it a lot. You said it a lot worse this time than he did last week. So
that's going to be the answer for the next little while.
Okay.
It's a lower percentage of Texas. So he's.
And if you're on video, the disembodied voice of the total Zackage, how we doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. Y'all can't see it, but he really stunting on us today.
Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to show out.
Like he got
nobody see it but us.
His LaMelo threes, and then he put the Darkwing Duck shirt on him just because he wanted to stun on these hoes. The problem is
I'm
it's
just wearing
only
clothes.
us. It's just only us in here, so I feel
know.
like he's saying
Over
we the
coordinating
hoes
and shit.
I appreciate him doing that though, because sometimes I
No,
have,
you gotta
coordinate.
You gotta coordinate. You gotta take pride in what you're wearing.
yeah, man,
Be honest with you, we probably dress down too much anyway.
we do. As my mom once told us,
I'm coming with a suit next week.
I would love to see that.
listen, don't threaten me with a good time.
Okay, oh shit, okay.
Tighten up,
Nah,
Nolan. Okay, no more Birkenstocks in here.
Birkenstocks.
What'd your mama tell you though?
Oh,
I can't miss Brenda.
she said, y'all can't wear tennis shoes with everything, right? And I was like, I beg to differ.
We can try.
Yeah. So what she say? Oh, she's like, you dress like you going to the court every day. And I was like, I mean,
You never know when that might.
for a period of about a good 6 years, granted it was during our childhood, you could go to the court at any given moment. Okay. Like it could happen. So, we was wearing jeans with basketball shorts under.
Just in case.
Well, and also you could go to a pool,
Oh, there you go.
which also brings me to a different story.
Hold on, what was it? Was it basketball shorts or swimming shorts that look like really cool shorts?
So I'm glad you bring that up because I was at
Because I'm a
work.
fan of those.
Swimming shorts that
Yeah.
look like cool basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy was at work and he doesn't do a customer facing job. Okay. But, they got like uniform shirts because it's like, auto body repair shop. And the dude had on what appeared to be basketball shorts
Okay.
with his button up short sleeve, working the shop shirt.
Okay.
And the dude, he said something about professionalism, and the guy responded, "Why don't you stop wearing swim trunks to work?" And I was like,
Hey.
he said, "These ain't swim trunks, these are just shorts." And I was like, I don't know, man. Sometimes, you can fool people with swim trunks that look like real cool shorts.
It's true because I've done it before. Hey man, these are really nice looking shorts.
Hey, man, those are
Hey.
swim trunks.
No,
Yes, I see the net. Man, wearing swim trunks is regular
no,
shorts.
no, I'm not.
You got to be a deviant to walk around in swim trunks for
Yeah.
non-swimming reasons.
They have nice designs. They comfortable.
Bro, you got... Because then my question's got to be, if they swim trunks, you ain't got no drawers on, do you?
I don't have to.
The net ain't drawers, bro. That's some trifling.
No. You gotta have some support down there, man. I can't be.
The net does support.
No, not enough.
Yeah.
The net is just for letting water through. I guess I don't know. I guess that's what the net's for. I don't know.
What are we talking about?
Swim trunks that also could be
I know what we're talking about, but what are we talking about?
stuff and things, man. It's been a rough week, okay? All right.
Everybody's getting cooked this week. Okay,
Man, we are getting like,
Dare started back working.
whew.
Sorry about
Don't
that.
touch me.
Sorry about that, man.
I don't need your consolation. What I need is to be able to sleep prior to 2 a.m. That's what I need.
Yeah, I bet.
Brain won't shut off. Thinking about all the terrible or good stuff that's happening in gaming. Okay. First of all right, Microsoft is apparently going through some changes. They're maturing and turning and blossoming into a woman or dying. I don't know.
It's something.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, possibly, right? So if you guys have not heard, there's been some some messaging coming from Microsoft, some from Phil Spencer about the future of Microsoft, or at least their gaming division. Microsoft as a whole is doing fine.
They're doing well.
Okay, they're not worried about a thing. All right, but the Xbox brand itself is in a very transitional period. You know, they had to release some of their what was it? What would you call it? Like, I won't say interpersonal, but like their internal feelings about their performance in the gaming market when they bought Activision. And that kind of, it feels like ever since then, it's like everybody's been kind of looking at them sideways, and they're kind of confirming it even harder now. Like, to me, saying you wanted to be the Netflix of games, of gaming, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. But the idea that they're admittedly third, and also saying that, like, if a console in the next generation isn't profitable, then we might not do it anymore.
Well, I heard that like they've lost money on like every console they've released since the original Xbox.
Well, the 360 didn't, but
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I can't.
No, the
imagine
360 did.
well, they had to replace a lot of them. So
I'm about to say the Red Ring of Death. They never recovered from that.
yeah.
Just the cost of that.
Because they just had to give out Xboxes in exchange.
Yeah,
they
basically.
didn't fix mine. Okay,
They didn't fix mine either.
They sent me a new 360.
Well, a new used one, but yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
brand spanking used.
Yeah.
Hey, that brand spanking used 360 lasted me 3 years. That first one lasted 9 months.
Damn.
And then
Well, so messed up. I had an
actually
original.
4 years.
I bought an original Xbox 360. Bought it used when Gears of War came. When Gears of War came out, that was the game that finally got me to get a 360. And I bought a used one, and it was like the first run. And I had that thing for a few years. And then when the what was it called, the Elite, first one with the HDMI in it.
Yeah.
When that thing came out, I was like, well, this thing's going to, because the red ring had already started happening at that point. I was like, well, this thing's going to die any day now. I'm sure I'm going to get me one of these Elites. So I sold mine to somebody else, bought the Elite,
Grifted them.
Played Mass Effect on it and all that cool stuff, and then it died. It red ring wing.
the one that you sold is still playing.
Still
And
pumping.
the original
kicking,
Xbox, I found out years after that the original one that I had that I sold to that guy, I happened to talk to him years after, and it still works.
Yeah. Playing it last night, bro. Yours broke? That's
Mine
crazy.
never broke.
Yeah, and I knew people who never had an issue out of their 360.
Yeah.
And mine, I mean, like there wasn't even like a lead up to it or anything, like any indication. It was just one day came home from GameStop and I was like, yeah, I think I'm about to play some Borderlands. And it was like,
No.
That's what happened to me.
And I was like, I'm gonna unplug everything and
In fact, mine
Give it a minute.
let's let everything cool off.
Mine
and reset.
happened the week before Grand Theft Auto 4 came out.
Damn.
That's what it was. Because I remember when I put in for the return and they were they send in the box or whatever. I remember I put in there as kind of a joke. Please have it back by next week because Grand Theft Auto 4 is coming out, and I put a little smiley face on there and everything. And you know what? It showed up the day before Grand Theft Auto 4 came out.
I was gonna tell you, I know that they wasn't trying to fix those Xboxes because after I argued with the customer service agent who told me to unplug it, wait 10 seconds and plug it back in, I said, hey man,
But did you?
I did. I said, listen, I got the red ring.
I never do that. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just sitting there waiting.
Well, because they all right, so they were like, just do it on. People said do it online. So I was like, I went online. Me signed into my Xbox Live profile and everything, so they knew I was an actual customer. And then it was like, okay, it took me through all the like, is it doing this? Did you try this? And I did all that stuff, and it was like, finally, it was like, all right, call this number and give them this reference number or something like that. So I called the line, give them the reference number. So I'm thinking like he just confirming like mailing details or something. Like we just getting this process finished. And he's like, all right, so I'm gonna take you through some troubleshooting. And I was like, I already did that. He's like, well, I just need you to do it while I'm on the phone. I said, but your thing told me to do all that. I did, and now I'm calling you. I just need to get the box.
Oh, I hate that shit so much. There's somebody else that does that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
we know where this is going, right?
This must have been earlier in the process because I didn't talk to anybody. They were just like, I answered some questions and they were like, okay, there'll be a box there tomorrow. And that was it.
See, I got the box process.
Damn.
I got the box. The box said, don't put the plug and the controllers or nothing in, just the console. Or take off the hard drive, take out the plugs and everything else, just the console. So I put just the console in there.
I had to argue with that dude for 30 minutes, and then he finally was like, well, we'll send you a thing to replace. I was like, thank you, sir. after wasting 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they were confirming that the stuff was in the box because it was like, it sent like the email updates. And I promise you, once they confirmed that the Xbox was on the way, they was like, all right, we got you good. We're going to send you another one. Well, it was within like a business day, it was like received, repaired. I was, there ain't no way you fixed that.
Well, yeah, I remember looking at the status thing, and it said, I remember it got there, and on the same day it was like received, and then what did it say? Like being repaired or something like that, and I'm like, and then the next day it was like done. It was like, well, that was fast.
Like your system has been shipped and should be received shortly. Yeah, it wasn't that fast, but anyway, Xbox is the Xbox brand is in a weird kind of area right now.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
that's what's so weird about it. We don't know what's going on.
Things have come out over the years, and whether how true they are, like the idea that Microsoft says that they need to have 50 million Game Pass subscribers for it to be worth the investment, and they won't ever release actual numbers, at least to the public, right? But a lot of the rumors are is that it's around like 30 something million.
Yeah.
Which
that's a lot.
That's a lot of money,
bro.
I mean, they make
a hell of amount of money.
We know that we know
like
we're
45 million a month.
Worldwide they make like 700 million a month. A month.
Hell yeah.
From it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, problem is we don't know how much they're doling out to get all these games on it.
Yes.
But you would think
that ain't my problem.
You would think 0.7 billion bucks a month is enough, but maybe it's not.
Well, they got to make it.
This. Like let's take a game like what's on Game Pass recently.
Persona 3 Reloaded.
Yeah.
How much should they expect to sell that game?
Exactly, because as much as I love Persona, and I know you love Persona, so and I know you probably might like it, but have some weird thing that you don't like about it.
I just never played it.
Oh, okay,
probably a couple million at best.
Let's say
at best. Yeah.
Let's say 5 million. 5 million. So let's say they pay, what is that, like 5 million times 50-ish.
It's a lot.
Well, they wouldn't give the developer 50. The developer's not getting 50 bucks every time they sell a game. So
no, but I'm saying like a number.
I'm like how much they would have like.
So what is that, like 250 million?
Yeah, if they sold it 5.
So even if they buy like a game like that, let's just say like they buy it for half.
Yeah.
Of that.
Yeah.
Or like let's say they spend 100 million on Persona 3, they make all that back in a month.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
but also multiply that by how many games they get in there a month.
Right, but not all games are like Persona 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like
some games are in-house.
Yeah, and like what
some games
and that's part of it, but yeah.
Yeah, some games are indie.
Mm-hmm.
You're not paying 100 million.
We'll give them about 50,000, you know.
I think 100 million is probably way more than what they actually pay for.
Yeah, but like the indie games, I can see half a million, and those guys are like, yeah, cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Every interview I read about somebody, a small company getting a game on Game Pass, they're like, yeah, why wouldn't we do it?
Yeah, it's like it's
appreciate that, my boy.
It's guaranteed money.
Yeah, they were like, what are you talking about?
And it's getting the game in the hands of folks, and then if word of mouth starts spreading, well, now everybody on the Switch and the PS5 want it whenever it comes out, especially if it's only on Xbox for right now.
And then if it's on PC, they just buy it. People just buy it on Steam to just be like, yeah, I like the game, but I bought it on Steam, so it's like, all right, well, cool.
This is true too. Yep.
Like that's what happened with Power World. It's like people got it for free, and then a bunch of people was like, "Yeah," and the Steam version's got even more stuff because it's the the most recent version, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'll just get it on there then."
Yeah.
With Game Pass, like I mean, even like I would want to see what do they pay EA for the EA Play, right? Like how much?
Oh, that's a lot of money.
But at the same time, it's like,
I mean, are they
paying, or are they just sharing some of the?
I don't know.
I think they're paying and sharing.
Did they got points? You think EA got points?
I think so. Them and Ubisoft.
Because Ubisoft's, but like how much? Like let's say a Game Pass membership is $10.
Yeah, but how many people are actually doing the EA? Well, EA plays probably more because of the sports games, but who's really doing the Ubisoft Pass?
More recently, I'm like, hey, they put that new Assassin's Creed on there. I never played. That's cool.
You talking about on Game Pass or
Game
Ubisoft?
Pass? But I mean, you still have to have on PC. You still have to have what you call it to play it. So
yeah, you gotta have Uplay.
Yeah.
I mean, but we all do because we've all had to play an Assassin's Creed or or the Division or Ghost Recon. You got a Uplay
Skull
account.
and Bones beta started yesterday.
Did you play it?
Yep.
I haven't tried it yet.
Did you play it?
I played it. I hadn't played the open beta, no.
Oh, it's an open beta.
Yeah, apparently
it's open.
anything you do on the open beta goes to retail.
Yes, yeah. It saves
You're not
toward the final
wiping
game.
out
Played it. It was on PC or Xbox.
PC.
PC, I think.
Shit, I might have to go. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, that's
out.
what I was saying. The same thing. I'm gonna try it
Yeah,
out.
I kind of want to try it out.
Well, we can only play 3 players though, so like, Nolan, you
Oh,
gotta see
gosh.
what's out. Get out.
That's fine. I don't have
When is
time.
that going away? Let's talk about that. Let's pivot to that. When is the 3 players?
Yeah,
limit?
it's 3 players.
When is that going away? Because I'm very tired of that.
Well, 4 just seems like the right time, like right number of people, man. Like it's a squad. That's a real squad. It's 4 people. You know, the Ninja Turtles,
So
the
when-
Fantastic Four.
And it went from 2 to 4,
To 4.
but now it's back down to 3.
Well, everybody
It's
wanted
'cause you-
everything in HD and
Bro,
stuff,
you want
so-
4K 60 frames, right?
Yeah.
We got to give you 3 players.
Yeah.
Would you
There's-
rather
there's
have
only 3?
Let me ask y'all this: would you rather have 4K 60 frames, awesome graphics, or 4 players?
4 players, but that's just me.
4 players, yeah, but that's
I'd
just
rather
me
have
too.
4 players.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you underestimate the number of people who are like, nah, the frame rate. Uncle Ben.
I mean, I like a good frame rate too, but I like 4.
I mean,
players
the frame
better.
rate's fine, but yeah, there
4K
are.
I don't like playing Gumby games.
That's true. You don't
Stop
like,
motion at him.
You don't like playing Gumby games.
His ass like, bro, look at it.
Zach's a little bit of a graphics now,
Yeah,
but that's all right.
I mean,
A little bit,
it's-
a little bit.
Some folks are, yeah.
But also not, because it just, if the game's fun, he'll play it no matter what.
Well, there is something to be said. I understand the idea that like seeing games not use the full potential of the platforms makes people uneasy about the potential quality. Like I do understand like being skeptical. It's like, oh, it's an action game. Like, you know,
Look at King Kong last year. Return to Skull Island.
well, that game's in 480p.
Was it 4 players?
No, it was in 480p, 10
Yeah, it was
frames.
4 players. Is exactly what you wanted.
Sweet. I'll
Hey,
go
we
buy
get
it
to
right
all
now.
be 4 Kongs.
We like different colors.
Of course,
That
hey,
game would break if they had 4 Kongs.
I'm positive it would, yeah.
we just all be T-pose. Sliding across.
Bro, just zooming across the map. Why am I going so fast?
Hey, honestly, I'd give you $5 for that. 4 Kongs T-posing across the platform. Come on, bro.
Zooming, like crisscrossing and shit.
Oh, everything's clipping. First of all,
Going through buildings and trees.
where it's got the mountains and you just
Oh,
you
yeah.
slide
You go right through that.
Big mother trucker style.
Oh, yeah. Keep on going.
Oh.
You know, like it would just, Big Mother Truckers, you just keep going.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
If
yeah.
you went like, I think it was if you went reverse
Yeah, yeah.
and just kept going, you just went faster and faster. And it
Man,
just
I
kept
had to-
going.
It did.
Like it
I
didn't
heard that
stop.
name in
That game.
years.
I didn't. The AVGN.
Yeah.
He played it for me.
Yeah. No, I think it was that Big Riggs.
Big rigs.
Yeah,
That's what
it was Big Rigs.
It's
It
big,
was.
big
Yeah.
motherfucking Riggs.
Yeah, it
We'll
was
check
Big
that
Rigs.
episode.
Watch
And then come
us,
back
though.
and
Oh, I know about the game. I know. Yes,
like
it's-
and like subscribe and watch the podcast. Then go watch that Angry Video Game Nerd episode with Big Rigs.
Yeah, it's horrible.
No, man, I feel like we're gonna get to this conference next week, right? And they're gonna say something dumb and nothing in the same vein of like what everybody's talking about. They're gonna be like, well, we've decided to come out with a Surface that's dedicated to playing video games.
Yeah, that's what
This
I
has
figured.
nothing to do with the handheld that Sony made that, for better or for worse, don't know why they really exist, but it does.
Again,
And we had to make one too.
Who and Sony said, you know what the PlayStation 5 needs? A Wii U gamepad. That's basically what they did.
And then Microsoft's over
Wii
there
U
like,
did so well with the consumers.
I don't
well, it's because
get it.
consumers weren't ready for this.
Yeah.
They
But
are
now
now.
I think the time is right to bring back.
And we already
Switch
have
2's gonna have the gamepad.
Look, we already got a Surface, right? So we gonna just jam the Xbox controllers on the side of it. This is nothing like the PlayStation thing, by the way. It's still a Surface, but you can't take the
This is
controllers
totally our
off.
thing. We didn't copy nobody for this.
Why can't you take the controllers off? Let's get this guy out the room, please.
Have they said anything what they plan on doing with Activision?
So no,
Bro, they have. You know what they said? That Call of Duty is gonna be on the Nintendo platform, and that Call of Duty is gonna remain on the PlayStation platform. The only other thing they've really said about directions is that we're probably gonna start putting a lot of our first party games on other platforms after a certain amount of time. Like,
Which makes sense.
Starfield is probably going to be on the PS5 because, that makes a lot of sense. It's like we said, they wouldn't take Call of Duty off the PlayStation because it don't make a lot of
that
sense.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to put Starfield on the PlayStation. Oh, look, now you can play it on there, just like what happened with Skyrim and every other game.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're almost doing just going soft, like kind of like the way Sega did, but
That's what everybody's wondering because it's.
I still feel like they're gonna still make the Xbox though.
Yeah, I just feel like it's hard not to.
We're gonna get at least one more.
That's what.
Yes.
That's what makes this so
weird.
Yeah, just the because no one knows where any of this is going. Because like I said earlier, the thing about it that like kind of freaked everybody out was when the word started coming out. Stuff started to slip out that, hey, they're talking about putting Starfield on PlayStation 5. Hey, they're talking about putting Gears of War on PS5. And I was like,
we can't even get a new Gears.
Particularly Xbox fans are like, this can't be true. And then this week, Phil Spencer puts out that tweet, and I'm sure everybody in their head is like, oh, well,
What's the tweet?
So he basically came out and was like, again, I think Xbox fans were expecting him to say there is no truth to any of this, blah, 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 blah. But he's like, so we're so like, what is something like Xbox is in like a transitional spirit of something like that. And we're already planning a presentation or something to talk more about this next week. And that was it.
That's all he said.
And everybody was like,
people are jumping to conclusions.
Yes.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't they? This is what we do.
Because the thing was, he didn't say that the stuff that came out before wasn't true.
Well, just because
I shouldn't have to say
rumors doesn't make the rumors true. Though.
Yes,
True.
it does. Yes, it does.
And
yes, it does.
And I mean, it may be one of those things where they just let everybody believe that it's true just to get everybody to watch this thing next week, where they go, nah, we still got this new Xbox Plus Pro coming out or something like that.
So
yeah.
If they come out and talk about every single rumor, they wouldn't have time to do
Well, I don't.
anything else.
Yeah, that's which is what makes me think.
Address rumors.
Yeah.
Look at all these rumors.
But
So you got
see,
there you go.
Surrounding me every day.
The fact that he did address just the conversation to me says that they're trying to come out with a good way to kind of. So all right, look. So here's what's going on.
He should come out to that song.
I know
let's
you
have a
guys
talk
on the Xbox.
Walk. Just say that and walk out and be like, now
basically
what?
Text every Xbox fan and said, "Hey, whenever you have some time, we need to talk."
Oh hell no!
Hey, what's your what's your weekend like? I need to ruin that
It's
for
busy.
you. Nah. I think you can squeeze some coffee in about 11 a.m.
I got
Yeah.
stuff to do.
Nah.
So, but
I'll come to you.
No, don't.
Yeah, I'll come to you.
Oh, you can't find me.
But I mean, it seriously could be anything at this point. But I don't.
I want them to talk more about the Activision and what their plans are. If they even have any. If they don't have any,
Activision themselves. I mean, there's
what Microsoft's.
What Microsoft's plans on doing. Like, are we going to see some of these things? Like, I want Heroes of the Storm to come back.
Bro, it ain't
Oh.
I want it to be a console.
No.
I think that's up to
Let it go,
whatever the new guy that's in charge of Activision is. I mean,
Right.
he's still kind of
like the
getting
king of
settled in
lost
and
causes,
everything.
man.
That might be like a summer games thing before they come out and say anything about that.
It probably is.
They
But
got-
like, right now. Pokemon Unite is the only console MOBA that does well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's only
Well,
on the
Smite.
Switch. Does it do well on the consoles though?
I mean, it does well enough to keep these crossovers with Slipknot and Nickelodeon. So I don't know. Powder Toast Man's and then Rocco Modern Life.
It's really big on PC. I'm saying, is it big enough on the console? Like, is that space where Heroes of the Storm could take?
Oh yes, the console doesn't have a defined MOBA. Now I will say that not necessarily a MOBA, but something like a competitive online game. The jury's still out on Foam Stars, but a lot of the impressions I've seen have been like, okay, not awful. I don't know if Square has any plans to like take it just beyond PlayStation, because they do a lot of like, we only rock with Sony.
Right.
They basically have been like a second party company ever since they got rid of all of the.
Don't you get it for free if you got PlayStation Plus?
You sure do. Like
yeah,
they
so
like
it's-
since they got rid of all of the Crystal Dynamics and all of
it was going
them.
to be a free game no matter what. It's
It's only-
released for PlayStation Plus, and then 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, everybody else
Oh, I'm not sure.
that owns a PlayStation can download it.
Well, no, because the previous thing they showed
look it
said PlayStation Plus required to play online.
I would make it. I would
Yeah.
point to it being free.
I mean, it could be like a virtual fighter, where it's like a timed exclusive on PlayStation Plus, and then they'll sell it.
Yeah.
I don't know where I saw where it was like free for PlayStation Plus like today or whatever, and then like several weeks later it was free for everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know in that last State of Play they showed it, and it had the PS Plus required for online play, and it was like, oh,
maybe I just made it up then.
I mean, listen.
I mean,
first and foremost, Zach, facts don't matter.
Yeah,
like, come on, bro.
If you say it confidently enough, I believe it.
Yeah, people inferring stuff from tweets. They talking about Microsoft collapsing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
well,
let me just ask you guys this, because like I said, I made the mistake of reading comments. I know I shouldn't, and I did it. But there seems to be this idea, and I know it's not universal, but it's too many people for me to feel comfortable about it. That like, if Microsoft stops being a first party company and goes the way of like Sega, that's good for everybody. And I just don't think that people are using their brains enough to be like, oh, well, all of the new, like, graphically pushing the new consoles will be on the PlayStation, but then, like, the Nintendo thing, because people assume the Nintendo device is going to be weak, so they won't be able to do anything. But, like, they'll still get some games. And so, like, they won't be this, you got to wait if you got a different console. If you got a PS5, the new console game comes out, you'll have it. It's like, yes, maybe, who knows, but I feel like having less first-party people isn't a good idea.
Competition breeds excellence.
Yeah.
Like the reason you get things like the PS5 is because they had to compete against the Xbox.
Oh, the PS4.
How do you think
the
the
PS4?
Why you get the PS4 because
The PS4 pushed Sony to stop being weirdos and make something that people can use.
Yeah, and I mean that
think
is
about PC gaming. Why it's so far ahead of everybody else? Because there's multiple companies competing in this one area. Like, there's a reason why it's so much better than consoles.
Yeah, and I think like the idea is like, I've seen people say like, oh yeah, everything should just be on PC, and I'm like, all right. This is not the argument you think it is. First and foremost, as a person who owns a PC, okay, PCs are great. But here's the thing that people don't really understand. For you to be able to play the good stuff when it comes out, okay, you can't have a cheap PC. But if you can't afford a PC and you can afford a console, which is vastly cheaper, I don't care what nobody's trying to tell you, it's not the same price. It really isn't.
It's a fraction of the cost.
Fraction of the cost. But you can guarantee that any game that has a case that matches your game, the game's going to work.
Well,
unless it's Kong Skull Island.
Unless it's like Cyberpunk.
Well, listen, that's their fault.
There are some few
like,
exceptions.
You can get a PC. You can have a PC that's good, and a game come out, and it just don't work with the stuff that you got.
Yep.
And it's like, maybe they patch
some
it.
Weird compatibility.
Oh,
just some random thing. I know, my boy.
That RAM brand that you like? No. Not this time.
Hey, shouldn't have did that.
Shouldn't have got that one.
Which one should I have gotten? Any other
one but that one.
Or a game comes out on PC and it works fine for you, but apparently people are having issues with it, so they put out a hot fix. And guess what the hot fix does for you?
It breaks your game.
That's what happened to me in no, not Cyberpunk. What was the other game that came out that year? Or somewhere around it that was like really messed up. Oh shoot, I can't remember now.
Was it?
But it was. It's like the game.
Protocol?
The game ran fine on my computer. I knew everybody else was having issues. It was fine. They released a patch that's supposed to fix it for everyone. It broke mine.
Was that the Callisto Protocol?
No.
Okay, because I know they had some weird issues on PC where it was just like stopping people like in the first cutscene.
Oh, I know one game was like that. MKX.
Yes,
was like that.
Oh yeah,
because that game was just screwed on PC when it came out. It worked on my computer. I could get mine
because we got it for cheap.
I could get it to play.
Oh, is that the game that we got cheap?
Yeah, we got it cheap because the CD keys went down real low because it wasn't working on a bunch of people's PCs. And Jonathan was like, "Hey man, $5 MKX," and I'm like,
and it was like what, within a month of it?
Bro, it was within because I bought it.
I think even I bought that one.
You did, yeah. It was like,
we all did.
Yeah.
And it was like, "Hey man, it's working fine on all our PCs. Sorry for y'all."
Well, that was one of the ones when they wanted the first big, I think the first big patch that was supposed to fix a bunch of stuff broke mine.
Yeah,
all of a sudden I couldn't play it.
But the idea that if we don't have, like, if everything's on PC, everything's better, or if there are no exclusive, everything's better. It's just not the way that it's never gonna work the way you think it does in your mind versus the reality and the application of it. To Zach's point, bro, you want the competition. Dog.
Yeah, why
the PlayStation exists because Nintendo was trying to get an edge and then got scared and backed out. And
like the Super Nintendo. Why is it so good? Because it was competing against the Genesis.
Hello. Like,
It's always better to have more players in the game
yeah.
Yeah.
and more options.
It breeds not even like the competition brings like it also makes people think outside the box.
Yes. You need
That's
the
how you get
ideas.
the Wii.
Yeah.
That's how you get, unfortunately, the Wii U. Which,
It's-
in my opinion, Wii U was a great system.
It was a fine
marketed.
piece of hardware. That was just a case of really bad,
Really bad marketing.
yeah.
If every marketing page on the Choose Your Own Adventure section, they
Got the bad.
Yeah, it's like
took the
you should
bad
go left.
choice. No, I'm gonna go right.
We strongly suggest you go left.
Nah.
Yeah, I know that, but we know better. We just made the Wii when y'all told us to go left every time, so we gonna go right. And then even when we can fix it, we not gonna fix it. Okay.
And
Most
we have so many
confusing launch
opportunities to fix it, but we're not going to.
No,
we're not going
no.
to, yeah.
But that was the most confusing launch I've ever
You
seen.
don't want Xbox to go away.
No,
No.
you don't.
So I'm wondering because I mean, Xbox have said for a while that their goal is to put Game Pass on everything.
Yes.
They've talked about. I mean, I know they've been in talks with Nintendo to do it. I know this.
One of the reasons why they invested so much in cloud gaming is because
Golden
it's like,
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
yeah. I
there.
was there. Yeah. Exactly.
Mediated.
That's weird. I don't know why they invited me. But
yeah.
I just had to go.
a friend of a friend was like, "Hey man, step into this meeting for a little bit."
My inside sources say no, but because the whole reason that what was it, the Ori games ended up on Switch was from those talks, and those two companies particular have worked together a lot anyway. So
I mean, you got Conquered Bad Fur Day on the Xbox.
it's true.
If
Sure
that
did.
isn't evidence enough.
well,
There's
that
no
was-
way in
we
hell
well, that was a
Hey,
rare thing.
cool. Hey,
so-
we bought rare.
but, yeah.
we got Perfect Dark.
We got Perfect Dark.
Yeah,
Is
they
New
got
Perfect Dark in the
Perfect
mix? I mean, at some point.
Is there?
Hey man, they said that
Okay,
it was.
so far they've announced two completely different Perfect Dark games, and we hadn't heard word one about them since.
We're going dark for a while.
There was one a few years ago. Then this new one I thought was them talking about the other one that they announced, but no, that was a brand new one.
Well,
What
Man,
is
we
the
still
last-
hadn't heard anything about
What is the last game Brer made?
They're working on a game
They're-
right now.
the-
They're
well,
working on a game for the last
technic-
5
Ratchet
years.
and Clank was not Ratchet and Clank. Banjo Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts.
Nuts and bolts. Well, I
They're
mean,
working on,
I guess
Viva Pinata too?
No, they're working
the boat
on
game.
some weird.
What's the
Sea
pirate
of
game?
Thieves, yeah.
Sea of Thieves is kind of what they're
That's-
just.
oh, yeah,
kinda
that's-
No, but they're
just like
working
just
on
keep
an
doing
actual
stuff.
platformer game. I hate the graphic style, but they're working on a new one. And they show it every time. They show all the when they show Hellblade and stuff. We like, oh, it's never coming out.
Dang, what?
I don't remember.
Let me look it up.
I know one of the Perfect Darks was supposed to be a remake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, and but then there was supposed to be like a whole brand new one that they announced like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's two. That's the two games right there.
hadn't heard about it since. But so
Everwild.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
that's never
yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, it's never coming out.
Nah,
That does
They've been
look.
working on this fucking game for like 12 years.
Yeah,
Bro, I don't forget about it. I don't know what that
it's
game's
been a
about.
while.
And honest with you, I don't care to know.
Yeah.
Because it's never coming out.
We'll see it one day, I guess.
It's
but
gonna be like cameo elements of spirits or whatever.
but so
Did they make that?
It came out.
Was that
Cameo.
theirs?
rare.
Cameo?
yeah,
Elements of Spirits within.
No, I don't think Rare.
Final
made
Fantasy.
that.
no, they don't. No, they didn't. It's just it's like
That was definitely Microsoft Studios
a
games,
360
but it was
launch
a
game.
launch. Yeah, it was a launch game for 360. Yeah,
and we
Are we
just
sure
never
that
gonna
wasn't
talk.
rare?
it might be. It might
I
have
think
been
it might
Rare.
have been Rare, actually.
Don't give me that because I'm gonna get scared of my own powers.
I remember playing it at the GameStop in the
kiosks?
mall. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was rare.
And I tell you, it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad at all.
conjured that.
No, you did.
But
Yeah, I made that
okay,
happen.
so
They were never made by Rare.
so what if Phil Spencer comes out next week and goes, so hey, look, we are, dead last in almost everything,
You gotta say that.
and almost everything hardware wise. Nobody's
Right.
really buying the Xbox Series X. We're getting complaints about the Series S because it's not as powerful, and some
Yeah,
games
they got
can't
too many
really run on
versions.
it.
Just make one.
Yeah,
Well, we got the black
same-
one. We got the black one now, so the speaker don't look stupid.
And
now.
it's like-
Series S was a dumb idea.
The only thing that works for us is Game Pass.
Let's focus on
And
it.
so our goal now is to, our cloud gaming is like the only cloud gaming that actually works.
yeah.
So what if the new console is basically like what was Google's
Luna?
Stadia.
Yeah. So
Luna's the thing they got now.
So
It's Amazon, right?
It's
That's Amazon.
Yeah.
Ain't that the same company?
Google.
No.
Conglomerate?
No.
Probably. I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, they own each
No.
other.
No. Anyway, no, they very much compete against each other.
Yeah, I know.
But see, Microsoft sees themselves as more of them
Yes.
Right?
than
Nobody's gonna download
a game
fucking
company.
Bing or
Hey,
Bing
first,
is such a good.
first of all, Edge. Hey, man, you better stop talking about Edge like that. Okay,
Hey, Edge is okay.
it's got a piece of the pie now. It's
got a-
doing better than Internet Explorer did.
Yeah.
It's got a piece of the pie. It is. I
I
mean,
hate Bing so much.
why you don't want to let Bing just
I'll tell you what,
let me
Bing
search for you.
Bing search ain't so bad.
Just
Hey.
try it for a
I
little bit.
hate it.
Hey, man, let me search for you. I know you want to go to Google before you do that, though.
Yeah, but
Please,
before you do that,
just give me
because
a
I mean,
chance.
when everybody turns on their brand new Windows machine and
Download
you open up Edge, you start taking paper GOO. Hey man,
Wait a minute. Before you do this, before you do something rash,
Hold on.
how about we do this? How about we do this? How about we do this?
It's because literally that's the first thing everybody does.
Let me type in what you're looking for,
Yeah,
and if you don't find it,
Oh,
no. I think I looked
CHRO.
Please give me
look,
something.
we
Please
have
search
to
for
call
something.
Bing.
Please.
we can do all the same stuff, man. We got
And-
all the add-ons and stuff now. You like those add-ons, right?
Yeah.
we can do those add-ons now.
okay.
We got a search that I'm just going to say it. The image search on Bing, I found stuff that I was trying to find more on that than I have on
just
anything
saying.
else. I'm just saying.
all I'm
I
saying.
want you to zoom in on Nolan's face as he says that
the
whole
image
part.
search on Bing is actually pretty freaking good.
What was you
I'm-
searching
I'm
for?
just
Noah?
gonna say
What you looking
What you
for?
looking for?
Titty, more titty?
video game artwork.
Because I don't blame. I would
What
try
games are
to.
you looking for? I know you're talking about your Steam games, your hentai.
Yeah, you-
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
no, dog.
Girl showing it.
When I was still doing the fighting game stuff, whenever I needed to find some kind of fighting game art, I would usually have to go there, especially if it was like just the name card or something
okay.
something like that.
No,
It was always easier to
I
find
have
on
heard
Bing.
that Bing's image search is really good. I have heard.
I liked
before.
it.
What
I
happened when you
liked
type in per China?
it. What?
Yeah, does girl showing it show up? Per China, that's what you call it, right?
Yeah, is that what it's called? Per China?
That's what I had heard. That's what I heard. The girl at that's what they said.
That's a dude said around the corner. He said that he had just got some per China, but then I had missed it, so I was trying to see what it looked like.
Yeah,
Okay.
Keep going.
Anyway,
we'll look it up later.
so anyway, yeah. What if they come out and say, this Xbox is going to be our last console, and we're just going to come out with like a little cube about that big. It'll be the Bing box or something, and all it does is stream games in.
Those be
And
like
all
the
you need is Game Pass. And hey, we have a deal on PS5 now where if you have Game Pass, your Game Pass works on PS5 now.
Shit, there's no
if you
way
have
that's happening.
if you have Game Pass, some of the games will work on Switch, like certain games, because obviously it
Only thing
won't be able to
that's shitty
run
about
everything.
Game Pass on PS5, it will not have God of War. It will not have Uncharted.
No. It's not going to be any of their stuff,
Right.
because what if they have already been in talks with Sony, who's been doing their own questionable version of Game
The
Pass?
inferior version.
Yeah. And
Shit
what
tier.
if Microsoft goes to them and says, here's the deal. You guys, you won the hardware race. We clearly have the software in this capacity down.
Yeah.
Because, one of the biggest complaints about the PS5 is there's nothing to play. Obviously, that's not true, but,
Who says that?
a lot of folks do, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if you don't want to play,
if you don't want to play
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
God of War,
or
which
God of
sounds
War.
stupid as shit. First of all, to be like, you know what I don't like playing? Fucking Spider-Man, bro. Stupid as
Wait,
God.
But I mean,
Wait,
seriously, it's like,
Continue that. If you don't like to play what? God of War, Spider-Man.
yeah, or another remake of the Last of Us again,
Or Ratchet and Clank.
or Ratchet and Clank.
Well,
yeah.
first that's a
Or
kids
Call of
game.
Duty.
Well, see, it's
That's
just
only-
Or sports
but
games.
I'm talking about just
that's the
going off first party.
idea that you have of like Game Pass. It's like you set so many more games. to
You
play.
you always have access to their games,
And
to
you get the-
Microsoft games.
Yeah, like and you get
and
the
they also
day
been
one.
companies now. So much stuff is a Microsoft game. So, but no, None of their stuff would be on unless it becomes part of the deal. But so we're going to put Game Pass on that. You replace your PlayStation Plus stuff with Game Pass. You can still have normal PlayStation Plus just for folks who want to pay the, just the normal monthly amount or yearly amount or whatever, just to play online games. But then offer Game Pass as your
the second tier. And
you got
the Game Pass Essentials
as your different tier, thing. You might even keep your normal thing where you're giving out games and stuff like that, and then there's an extra tier where you had Game Pass. Now you got all of our games on there as well. You're not having to, be concerned about still making deals with these companies trying to get these games on there, being concerned about whatever. And then you also get a 15% cut of whatever Game Pass makes because we're putting it on your hardware. Microsoft saves a ton from not having to make all this hardware anymore. They're putting that cost off on the other companies. They then also Game Pass has access to millions of more folks because now it's
the install base
because now it's on everything. Mm-hmm. If they do make anything, it'll just be like a little streaming box.
Yeah,
a lot of that is also probably PC.
Yeah.
A lot of it's PC.
I think
and if somebody like me that already has Ultimate, if Ultimate works on my PS5 too, I'm done.
Yeah. Now,
also, as a guy who owns an Xbox Series X, I'm kind of pissed, and that's going to happen because you got your loyal Xbox fans who's bought every Xbox since the original Xbox, and Xbox is always the best, no matter what's going on anywhere else.
That's weird.
And but those guys are out.
I don't think it's like the best.
Those guys are out there, and they're going to be upset. But
well, I mean, it's like
you're not a weirdo, Zach.
But what if he basically comes out and says, "Hey,
no,
it seems very far fetched though." That like
does it? See, I don't think so.
Like now,
as much as Sony's been pushing back on the whole Activision thing, just everything that Microsoft's
I don't think it would happen with Sony. I think it may happen with Nintendo.
I think it will happen.
I think it will happen with.
I don't know if Sony will do it.
At least not yet. Anyway,
how much have they been pushing back against Microsoft over the last couple of years? I don't think they're doing that.
Well, that's just them competing,
right? But also having talks with them of bringing the Game Pass. Like, if this is something that's going to happen, this is at least 5 years.
It's a win-win though. Sony,
I'm not saying
no
that
longer.
It's bad. I'm saying that there's no way this is happening right now.
Not yet. Yeah, I can see it happening, but later.
They've been talking about Microsoft. There's no way they're bad mouthing and then also talking to them about
because that deal. I think that deal takes a lot
of time.
A lot of time, right? And like to your point, if it's gonna happen, it's the talks have already been in place, and it just feels weird.
I mean, they've already talked about it before. That's what started this whole thing.
Sony's too arrogant.
That Xbox has already been talking about putting their games on other stuff anyway.
Right.
And I think
Sony doesn't think their shit stinks.
Well, that is an issue that what you were talking about before. If they're the only ones left, then it's like, oh, we don't have anybody else to compete hardware wise with anymore. So now we can just go.
We can bring them vitamins back.
What?
Bring them vitamins back. Proteins.
Oh yeah, bring it back, baby.
So the PS6 has 96 cores.
Yeah, PS3 too.
Yeah.
No, sir. You would think
PS3 2, which is 3 times 2 is 6, so it's the PS6. There you go.
It's the PS3 squared.
Oh shit! No, that's 9. So then we in the future.
You don't remember the kid holding the cube?
Yeah, and the commercials.
Yeah, the commercials.
That's the thing we got now. Everything's all white and shit.
I mean, my cousin's over in Japan.
He already got it?
Yeah,
golly, bro. I bet that shit's so fun.
No, he said Zite.
He said Zite?
Yeah, he said Zite.
Yeah.
Fuck your cousin.
But
you play like in a hologram, kind of like from Star Wars.
Yeah. I get it. You in the holodeck.
But that's what started this whole thing is the whole thing about, they're talking about Gears of War and Starfield. And I think Starfield was the test, personally. I think is why it might start to move this way. If Starfield came out and it didn't sell like, 10 mil out of the gate, and Xbox console sales didn't increase by a certain amount, I think they were like, okay, it's time to pull the think it's time to pull the cord here.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
see if
more
there's
of a
something
thing
else.
about Starfield, though.
I think. Well, I
Like,
mean,
if that would have been like the
if-
Elder Scrolls or something like that.
you trying to say,
if
man?
getting Bethesda game, and there's nothing wrong with Starfield. I mean, I know some folks don't care for it, but
I heard
most
it's really
most folks that you find that don't
shallow.
like Starfield are generally folks that own PS5s and are just mad that it wasn't on that.
oh, there's definitely people
No,
that's
I think
that.
I think Starfield. I honestly think the way that Bethesda,
It's a Bethesda game.
bro, it is first of all, it is the most Bethesda game
It is.
that has ever been Bethesda.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the
And
only
it
Bethesda
works.
game that works exactly.
And it works.
It's probably the best launching Bethesda game ever.
You know the only thing wrong with that game
What?
is Baldur's Gate 3 came out.
right.
Tears
Yeah.
of the Kingdom came out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think Tears of the
I think
Kingdom-
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate.
Well,
definitely-
Baldur's
Baldur's Gate put a
Bro,
damper on
But
it. Yeah.
what I'm
and
saying
it came
is,
out with like as they were getting ready. They started rolling the red carpet off of Starfield, and they was like, "Yeah, you could wait a month for that, but let me tell you what's out right now."
but what I mean is, if it wasn't 2023 was a huge year for really, really good games.
Yeah.
And if those games brought the average
Oh, no,
quality of
it missed
games
the curve up a lot.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So if those games didn't
year
exist,
before, it would have killed.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
it
oh
would've,
yeah,
Cleaned
definitely.
up.
Yeah.
It would have been. It might probably
Hey,
get
it's
game of
probably-
the year.
hey, guess what? It was supposed to come out
And
then.
it was supposed to come
Yeah.
out then. Yeah.
Damn, COVID.
Yeah.
we still fucking everybody.
Well, you know, COVID. Look, I can't wait for the documentary or like op-ed article where they're like how COVID killed Microsoft
Oh shit, it was coming.
or Xbox. How COVID killed the Xbox, and it's like,
I
bro,
mean, that's
Starfield
possible.
was supposed to came out, but it didn't. They got pushed back.
Shit, Hellblade.
Hellblade.
Hellblade ain't never seen the light of day. but
Baldur's
that
Gate.
yeah,
I mean, all of that stuff. Yeah. It's just, yeah. But I wonder if that's what tipped it. They saw if we couldn't get folks to buy the brand spanking new IP, first new IP from Bethesda in like however many years, like 25 years or something like that. If that couldn't sell Xboxes, what do we have coming up that will?
It just didn't seem like-
the whole Xbox series just was everything that happened.
they've been
with it.
bungling that shit since the 360.
Oh yeah, everything after the 360
Pretty much
has been
everything.
weird.
Well, the Xbox One was developed by a completely different department within Microsoft that wasn't the games department.
also did a
That's why it was
huge
basically a
wave of
set-top
Xbox
box.
That fucked everything up.
That's true.
They were.
The Game Pass was supposed to come out with Xbox One, and
Well-
people lost their shit.
Well, yeah, because one guy who didn't really understood it tried to explain it and explained it horribly.
Bro, I've never seen a person look more confused
Yeah.
during their own answer of what they were like. Hey, so we got reports that like this thing is always online and the fucking Connect is watching you and all this stuff. And he's like, well, I mean, you want it to always be online, right? Because like, you know, it's always connected and you can
Give
get
you
updates
recommendations
and
of
all
the
this
things
shit.
that you watch and eat.
Yeah.
And do.
And they're like, yeah, but what if you don't have the internet?
You don't got what?
That shit's just a paperweight, then I guess. I don't know. They're like, don't say that. Yeah, I said it.
I said, I stand by it too. Why don't you have the internet?
They're like, what about trading games and stuff like that? You do what?
You got to buy
Trading?
games.
Yeah, you buy
sir.
games. You thief.
That's stealing.
I mean,
And then the dude who ain't even actually from Sony, who was an actor, was like, hey, one of you nerds, come here. Get this game and hand it to me. We just traded games. And everybody was like, oh, shit, bro, we got to get PlayStations.
they seriously filmed that night.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
their press conference was
Golden opportunity.
the next day, and they filmed that night.
That man was like, hey, man, I used to work for an improv company. Watch this shit.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
they both work for
and then
Sony.
the
but
whole
yeah.
Series X just. It's all of the first party. They're all their developers. Just everything got delayed because of COVID.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And it hurt them long term. And it's weird. Like, so PS5 is in development. I know they know before we know before the shit comes out, right?
And Sony had the same issues that Microsoft did with COVID, but they were able to get their shit out for some reason.
Well, so Sony not making two different systems, right? Like
They did though,
the
disk drive, but the specs on it
right?
They're
With
the
are the
were-
same.
were
The only
same,
thing
yeah.
that's missing is the disk drive.
Microsoft was like, no, let's do it a step further and cut costs even further.
Yeah, because that worked with the Xbox One.
Yes. Yeah, talking about like the
So
slims.
yeah,
Yeah.
so they figured it will work again with this. Hey, there's a not insignificant amount of folks out there
Well,
who
we're
wants a
360.
cheaper system.
The arcade version.
because the 360 released with two SKUs as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It released with a 20 gig and a 60 gig, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's
But
like
it was the same-
but
same
hardware
capability.
wise.
But hardware wise.
And then with
yeah.
the Slim, the thing with the Xbox One Slim
They
was
just doubled down on the cheaper version.
well,
Yeah.
the Slim came out and it comes out way like later in the cycle too. It's not like a launch. This
it
one has
wasn't-
less
exactly,
power. It was like,
exactly.
oh no, this one comes out and it has less power, but there's nothing that you shouldn't be able to play that already exists, and it's only where it can't do like the fake 4K. It can't do all that. It can't push it like a 0.5 or what was it, the 1X?
Yeah.
It can't do that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's still you pop a game in, you
It
download.
can get what you needed to get done, but that wasn't sold to folks who wanted the highest end, big stuff. It was sold to folks who were going to use that thing as a Netflix box and might download a game every now and then. That's what it was sold for.
But then with you talking about a brand new system, and everybody's like, "Yo, what is going to be in these brand new systems?" And they're like, "Oh, there's a $500 version PlayStation and a $400 one. Let me tell you what we got. We got a $500 Xbox. We also got a $300 Xbox." It's like, "Oh, snaps! You got a digital version? It's only $300. That's great." And it's like also teraflops.
That's the most pointless shit ever. Like, why would you even consider buying that? Why
We got
not
a black
spend
one
that
now.
Extra $200.
Now that speaker don't look stupid. I mean, the vent, it don't look stupid now because it's black and instead of like sticking out like a sore thumb on the white system.
Yeah, I remember some lady got annoyed with me because I'm like, "Why are you buying that?" While we're waiting in line to buy Series X's, she's like, "Oh, I'm getting the Series." I'm like, "Why are you wasting your money?" I literally said that. Not even thinking I shouldn't have said that, but still, it just came out. I'm like, "You're wasting your money." I'm like, I was kind of trying to help her.
Yeah, you're like, maybe she doesn't know that like this might end up being a real bad decision.
Yeah.
If you were trying to play like
If you're trying to play the
Latest
newest
and
and best stuff. Yeah, because when it first came out, it was playing all the old Xbox One games anyway, just like they both were. But then as games started
out.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3 is the prime example.
The most was like, "Hey man, look, we're gonna have to put this shit out in December." They're like, "What?" At the earliest, maybe not at all, because this one can't do multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like it can't. It whatever y'all did to it, it can't handle it. Like it's shutting down. And PlayStation got a digital version, and guess what it does? It does multiplayer just fine. Maybe you should have added a couple extra teraflops. Not 100% sure, but
I think the teraflops was the key.
it was the key.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
we'll find out. When's it, next week?
One day next week. They still haven't given a day or a
They
time.
could not be talking about it at all, and this all could be.
I'm telling you, when that tablet come out, don't say Dares told you so. But when they take the service and jam the controllers on the side, I'm gonna just wait for the text to be like, "I can't believe you called it."
I mean, there's been rumors since the 360 about a Microsoft handheld.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's just because people got a hold of like Photoshop and shit. It's like remember how they put NBA players in jerseys of other teams? That was people with the. I saw a TikTok like a couple weeks ago. Maybe you sent it to me, Steve. Maybe, probably not though. You're not that good. But they were like, this kid was like watching videos about what the new Xbox would have in it from when the Xbox One was in development, bro. And they were showing like it had 6 USB ports because we wanted so many more USB ports back then. And then it had like Bluetooth, infrared, and like whatever other frequency you could have in it. Oh, it had built-in like Wi-Fi, like it, but obviously they have Wi-Fi adapters now, but it was like what was it, 3G, 4G, and 5G built in, and you could have a data plan on it, so you could like it had its own internet and all of this. It's like, hey man, look,
nice.
that thing would cost you $1,500, and it would get hot in 20 minutes of use. Okay, that's not gonna happen. They like it had 2 hard drives.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you need one for the whole it'd be just like a computer. You have a small one for the
OS.
Yeah, for the OS.
No, it was like it was like you could download and play your 360 games to it just by having the disc. Because remember when we thought that was gonna happen, where you was gonna just be able to like let somebody borrow a disc and they were just gonna install a game like a PC on their console, and how that never happened because they don't want you to be able to duplicate games like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all wishful thinking. Me personally, I hope it's say Gears of War or something shit, man.
Yeah.
I think they are going to say it
On the PlayStation.
on PS5. Yeah,
Gears of War 6, PS5.
That company has done. I mean, that's all the
Coalition.
Yeah, that's all that they do, and they've done nothing since Gears 5.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, what have they done?
I heard they helped on Forza Motorsport.
I mean, they could.
I mean,
that's why I heard.
they might have.
They could be
but
working on Gears of War 6.
they're more than likely working on Gears of War 6, and a lot of folks have already been saying,
Working on Perfect Dark.
I've heard, I've heard that they
you see, what's her name? Joanna Dark fucking running Gears of War style.
What's everything so gory?
What you talking about? This what you wanted, right?
No.
Laser beam, just like explodes guts everywhere.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But no, they're supposed to be announcing Gear 6 this summer anyway. So
I really
supposedly.
I just want to hear what their plan. I don't even need like videos or screenshots.
Unicorn Overlord on day one gameplay.
I just want to know what their plans are for Blizzard Activision. That's all.
You just want Heroes of the Storm on console.
I do want Heroes of the Storm on console.
WoW on console.
You might get WoW on console.
You should. We should get WoW on console.
That's a good chance.
I have no intentions of playing WoW.
Could WoW even work on the console? I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know if it could.
Could you do that on the controller?
You could.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Could.
That's your old hell, boy. You can get it on there.
How many skills do you
How
have
many
in WoW?
teraflops do you need on there?
Shitload.
How similar is it to Elder Scrolls Online?
I pretty much the same game, except for Elder Scrolls.
Well, Elder Scrolls
and Elder Scrolls is on console.
Final Fantasy's on console.
Yeah,
You got a shit ton of skills on there.
You got to hold. Listen, you do hold left trigger, then you got to hold left bumper, then you got to hold left trigger and left bumper, then you got to press the select button. But you can get to them.
It's there.
Yeah, and then you do left trigger and D-pad buttons. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
then
for your emotes.
Click the stick in. You
Yeah.
know, you click the stick in. That's 2 extra buttons right there from clicking the stick in.
That's true.
It'd be tough, but they could do it. I had no intentions of.
I can't
playing it,
basic
but I
attack.
would like to see it come to consoles.
Yeah.
They get
I
a-
don't think we hear anything like that until the summertime at the earliest.
Microsoft bought Riot. That's crazy.
We haven't heard anything from Project L.
Oh, it's almost time. I think
yeah.
Evo.
But didn't they
I
say
think-
last time
I think-
they're gonna go dark for a few months?
Definitely, yeah. Which means
They
that
do
this
project
is
every time.
this is the point where
We haven't heard anything since Evo, right?
No.
yeah, and I think they're at the point now where I think we heard something like
August
right before Tokyo Game Show. I think.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
No.
They
I think
did.
so.
They
No,
showed
right,
something
yeah,
recently.
no, 'cause
Well,
they did, at
recently.
Evo, they let people play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time we heard anything.
No,
No,
I'm
there
pretty
was
sure there was
something
something after that.
that.
I think that was
Yeah.
right before Tokyo Game Show.
What they talk about?
Just showing basically where the game was, and like you said, when they were saying, hey, we're pretty much going to go dark for a while. I think the base of the game is done now, and now they're just working on putting stuff in it. And the next time you see it, it's going to be a much more complete game, way more character stuff like that. I mean, Evo Japan, even they might even come back out then. When is Evo Japan? March?
Yeah. So yeah, like end of first, like March, April is like in the first quarter.
Yeah. So,
I'm ready for that.
but I'm sure we'll see something more of that at Evo.
Did they say Third Strike is coming to Evo?
Yes.
Yeah. Third Strike's gonna be an Evo.
So yeah,
shit.
they just announced the whole Evo
lineup. Yeah.
lineup thing.
Was
So
Project L on it?
no,
No, but don't worry, man. We gonna duo when Project L comes out. We gonna duo all the way to Evo.
so it was
Y'all can play together.
actually
Okay.
See if stop dropping the combo.
I'm sorry, man. No, it's probably been on playing with Jonathan.
yes.
Shucks.
Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1, Guilty Gear Strive, KOF 15, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, Under Night, the new Under Night
Yep.
2, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Those are the official games.
No Smash again.
Oh, them shit. That
Oh,
day
yeah,
is
I
over.
think that's
They got
done.
their one little run, and then people couldn't keep their hands to themselves, and Evo was like,
What game?
Smash.
Smash.
Oh no, yeah, no, no. Sony owns it now. They're not doing that crap. They're not dealing with Nintendo's crap.
Man, Sony's a bunch of busters.
Nintendo dogs are coming after them.
Golly. Just collaborate.
I will tell
with
you
people.
something, and this I do know from folks from within, folks that worked with folks from within Evo in the past. Evo didn't want Smash there. They had to do it because there were so many folks there
Yeah.
that showed up. I know there are folks who celebrated when Sony was like, "Oh yeah, no, we aren't doing that anymore." It's like, oh, thank God, because Nintendo is they're just so weird about that.
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff.
dude, they-
and it's just
They
like,
got to let go of that shit.
you know,
Like,
they
oh, you're gonna make money off a tournament? Nah, not happening.
Yeah.
If you do a
You
tournament,
don't even really make money off of tournaments anyway.
bro, if people have no idea.
no.
And I was like, Nintendo's over there like, yeah, but somebody made money on it, so
Yeah.
If they made money, they made like $5.
no, it's because they see people see cash pots or like prize pots, and they go, this is so much money. That's why you get them vultures around like, oh man, we should do tournaments and all this.
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Shut up.
And then you get those guys showing up, and they just think nobody but folks who do it understand.
No. So every time
what
somebody's
actually
talking
goes
about
into it and how it actually works.
Jabali, and they're like, oh man, I can't believe he said that they trashed the room and made him pay money and all this stuff. You know, I seen
He
how
probably had to pay it out of his fucking pocket.
exactly.
Oh, he did.
He's like, look, oh man, it's so crazy. If you look at the prize pots and all that, you're making. I seen how many people was that
prize
CEO.
pot doesn't go to the tournament organizer. It goes
It goes
to the people
to
that,
the
are actually
people that
showing
win.
up.
No, they
You know
get
how
some
they
of
get
it.
those prize money
They get some
from
of
their
it.
entry. Their entry pays for the prize
entry
pool
pays for the
and for the venue.
That's not how that works.
It doesn't go to the TO.
Look how many people was in there, and then they had sponsors. I saw Chipotle was in there and
I did the
everything.
math.
If you take look how much the tickets was.
You know what's crazy? Those fucking venues are expensive as shit.
super expensive.
Man, them people be looking at them. Oh, you want to do a tournament? You want to use our space? Because we don't care what you're doing in here. The space costs what it costs.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we gonna have some random country music star gonna come in here next week and sell this bitch out. Now you can get the space at the time we got available, or somebody else gonna take it and we gonna make the same amount of money. It don't really matter to us. We don't care about Street Fighter.
Yeah.
We care about cold hard cash,
Yep.
which we will get. Okay, we're gonna have the rodeos coming in town. Okay, there's gonna be like 17 gun shows over the next year.
Yep.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay, some local promoter.
Local and professional.
Hey,
So
look,
Yeah.
some local promoter is gonna get too big for his britches, and he's gonna want one of these civic center like places, and we gonna sell it to him, and he's not gonna make a goddamn thing.
I mean, we
we
got
did.
we got the international cat sitting convention
Sold
team.
out the first 15 minutes.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Westminster Dog Show. Light work.
already booked for the next 10 years. Okay.
Light work. Because you know what? I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna check it out. I like the dogs.
Yeah, I like the
Look at
dogs.
me. Look at me.
Bunch of dogs, man.
We'll do the obstacle course.
Well, yeah, there's no money into it.
No.
No. No.
And the money you do make, like, so let's say Jabali. I mean,
He's probably one of the few that actually makes
might
money,
make
but he does
not
not
gonna be
make
a lot.
nearly as much as everybody thinks.
No, that's why he's
Right,
selling
'cause-
merch every 5 seconds and trying to come up with new themes
Bro,
for
please
all
buy
the
that
merch.
shirt.
so
Please
how many
buy the
events does he
shirt.
run a year? 2?
He himself?
Yeah.
CEO.
CEO
I mean,
CEO
basically CEO Taco, yeah,
Yeah.
like his
Out of
thing,
those
but
two
but he's
events-
part of a lot of different things,
Right.
yeah.
But let's just say those 2 events, he might make enough money for the whole year.
Maybe,
live.
yeah, and
But
also,
he
and,
does all the
and I'm-
other stuff to help supplement that.
yeah,
Exactly.
and I know how much he pays folks that works for him too, and trust me, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
I was,
It's a lot
I
of-
was,
hey, it's a lot of
I was-
volunteer
I was appalled when I was told how
Listen.
much certain folks made. That I was like, "What? That's all? I made more than that, just over the bay. What the hell?"
You guys will be surprised how much love is put into the thing that allows you to go to these tournaments and
Yes.
stuff. A lot of people doing this stuff just off the strength, baby. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
because, yeah,
Because
yeah,
when we did it,
For the love of the game.
we
yeah.
lost money.
Yeah.
Easy work.
And I
guess
never,
what?
we
we
made
paid people.
we made money exactly twice before I started doing it with y'all, and even then, you know, I made enough to maybe go buy a Big Mac afterwards. So
Like a
hopefully,
Big
yeah,
Mac now or Big Mac back then?
Big Mac back then.
Okay,
Oh,
because
shit,
now
bro. Yeah. It was like $3 or
But
something.
we hardly made any money. We actually lost money because we couldn't do birthday parties.
Yep.
Yeah.
We couldn't do regular business really because nobody wants to be around a bunch of.
Football, fighting games. Ah.
Why do you think I quit?
Over here.
I was like, y'all can have it.
Don't want to do it? Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what this
But we
man.
did it because I enjoyed doing.
No, it was
I
listen,
did
No,
too.
we-
it's
for
fun.
the love
It's
of the
worth
game,
doing
you know?
it, but you ain't gonna make money doing
But
it.
you're not going to make money doing it. Yeah. Don't go into it thinking I'm going to get rich.
Okay.
Because that's not what's
Your
going to happen.
handshakes don't mean as much to me as you think they do. Okay. We cool. But stop acting like you put my baby girl through college because you came here and paid venue and entered a tournament, my boy. Okay, appreciate you coming through.
No, I'm so glad
But you-
you're here
but you
and
ain't-
joining in our love for this. But yeah, you're not.
I'm not Scrooge McDucking it over here because you
Yeah.
came and was like, I'm entering 2 brackets because the money don't come to
Because the
us.
money don't go to us.
Okay, buy a drink, you son. You came in with the igloo, bro.
Oh, yeah, you ain't there for the long haul.
Why would I be excited to see you there? Come in there. I got two drink machine coolers over here.
Like that, I really need y'all to clean out.
Yeah, you went to Circle K right next door to us. Okay, and got the igloo, the 64-ounce joint
For like $2.
for $2. Okay, and you come in, what's up, my boy? Here for the tournaments. Got my cooler and everything. I'm ready. Okay, y'all sell monsters? How much the monsters is? I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm
Buy that damn monster.
gonna walk down the street and pay like 15 cents less.
Oh, you bitch. So,
You know what? Let's talk about what grinds my gears. Listen, all right. So we talked about
Today is the reason we're closed.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the new segment we're gonna do. On the reason we
The
close.
reason we close, yeah.
reason number 47 that we're closed.
Okay, that's the new podcast. Reason why we closed.
But yeah,
Suicide Squad came out, right?
it did.
It did.
And I don't know if you guys saw. Zach didn't see apparently, but the response is, at least from what I've been seeing, not as bad as we all predicted, or like most people assumed.
So what I heard,
I heard that it
was
was.
different?
I thought it was really bad.
so okay, so what I hear is, and I thought this was a pretty fair review because they had a lot of the same thoughts that I had about it. Coming from, the Arkham games,
yes,
that was heralded for its fight system and everything,
mm-hmm.
basically just turned that, and it's fine. They turned it just into like just a shooting game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nothing wrong with that. I think one of the big issues was they took them so long to show it what it was.
Well, we had to figure it out.
Because in my head, it's 4 completely different play styles.
No, it's all
You're
shooting.
playing through the game, but no, you're all basically doing the same thing. You're all basically jumping. You're all basically shooting.
Yeah, and then you
They're
got like
like all
skill
the same
cooldowns and
character.
stuff. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So I
And so-
think I said this before the game, like when the game first got delayed.
Yeah.
I said, all right, my biggest fear for the game, which I still think is true, is it comes out and it's too late for that game
Yeah.
because you can only fix so much with delays. Like,
Well,
you can't rebuild the game from the ground up and change how the game plays. And as much as I like senseless violence with the theme of some sort of comic book based stuff, I know the sales for those games are nowhere near what they used to be. Like, the days of like X-Men Legends or Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 being like one of the top selling games that year.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case. I don't know what happened to most of the audience because I'm still here. And the people I know are still here.
I think just games as a whole, everything else just kind of
started
rose
eclipsing
up.
it. It's kind of like what Square doesn't understand about JRPGs.
Exactly.
It's like you gonna sell, but these other things sell way better, and they just gonna sell way better. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. But I looked at it like when it comes out, it's gonna be too late. It's not gonna play like it plays like almost like it's a launch title because it was developed during essentially what would have been the launch window, right?
Yeah.
But we're like almost 4 years into the new generation, and that game could have been on PS4.
Now I will say, presentation wise, the game is top notch.
Yes,
I mean, Rocksteady's knocked it out of the park. It's the best looking game that they've ever made by far, and the acting in it is good. And I hear the writing is good. Like the writing, the dialogue, and all
Yes.
of that stuff. All the stuff that you would expect from them is good. It's just the gameplay that's just like, yeah. And I know for me, the big disappointment of it when they finally showed the first gameplay trailer of that game, because I remember hearing words started coming out from folks that saw it early. They were like, hey, this is a shooting game? And I remember when first time I heard that, I was like, wait, what?
yeah.
It's like, yeah, everybody's just shooting. Like, well, I mean, yeah.
Even Harley?
Yeah, I mean,
she's-
Harley kind of makes sense. You give her Joker's big pistol or whatever, but
she likes
I mean, she
melee
mostly
and
runs
with a
around with a hammer and stuff.
Yeah.
And King Shark's not shooting a gun; he's going around
No,
being
he's
an
a
ocean
minigun.
god, right? I mean,
he's a
that's what
minigun.
So, and then they showed it, and I was like, oh, holy crap, they were right. They just made a running shooter.
Well, you can use your cooldowns, and then like those will be like King Shark's doing like fighting stuff, and Harley's using the hammer and all that. But you probably won't because you use gear, and to get the best out of your gear, you got to shoot because that's what your gear is guns. So you're gonna shoot.
Gonna shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So
It
how's
was-
shoot, baby?
I want to shoot.
So what's
Basically
the?
made like a Helldiver.
Yeah, it's like
It's a co-op shooter.
it's a looter. It's a looter
yeah.
shooter, but that has the now.
Yeah.
This one actually does have like full 4-player co-op, and you actually can do that just fine. So
Well, that's good.
those
Oh.
3 players actually it's 4 people on the team. You get to use all 4 at the same
That's what
time.
took it so long to come out.
That's probably
Yeah.
what it was.
They had to make it work. Which hey, props on them for making it work.
It's almost like maybe they shouldn't have used that IP for that.
It feels like a
lot of folks have
weird.
said, yeah.
Like
So
I'm sure it
maybe
would
they
have been
it
just
should have
as
been something
good
else.
as something else.
And a lot of folks are upset that it actually takes place in the Arkhamverse.
Oh no, it's definitely
It's like
it's 100%.
it's like so all the stuff that happened in all those Batman games, and this is how that Batman goes out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they actually kill the Justice League.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
Why are you
in the-
fighting
it's
this?
in the-
I don't know. It's just so weird to me that
But it's fake. It's stuff like this happens in comic books too.
yeah.
I guess. But it's like no,
And,
listen,
and,
like
and
you
without
said,
saying
it's in the Arkhamverse.
without saying too much about
all
the
these
story,
people are dead.
there is some twists and turns in it. But yes, you are killing the Justice League.
So like, what happens after?
They actually do have some stuff
They
planned. They
have-
have story content planned
they have
after
story
that.
content
Should have made like a GI Joe game.
You know what?
They
Yeah.
should make a G.I. Joe game.
I
They,
mean,
they should still make a G.I.
Yeah,
Joe
I'm
game.
waiting on it. You ain't saying nothing but a
Like-
word.
Like the game should
Ooh.
have been like a GI Joe.
or Transformers.
Oh, I mean, bro, we still
yeah.
we still waiting for another War for Cybertron level game.
If you took that gameplay and just replaced it with just Transformers peoples.
That's what I'm saying with the GI Joe.
Oh, the
Yeah,
G.I.
well, G.I. Joe.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
that-
you-
Well, the only reason I was saying Transformers is because it's,
Oh, man.
kind of more popular than G.I. Joe at the moment.
God,
I mean,
but-
shoot.
have you watched Rise of the Beast?
There hasn't really been a good GI Joe.
Oh,
There hadn't
hey,
been
trust me, I
hadn't
want
been
it.
a good G.I. Joe
That'd be
game in a
awesome.
while.
What you mean?
There's been when's the last G.I. Joe game period?
NES?
The arcade one.
Nah, that one
was
didn't
only
work.
in
No,
there,
did they make one
NES?
for the movie
Hey.
on the 360?
Oh, you talking about Rise of Cobra?
Maybe.
I mean, talking about the one with Marlon Wayans and Channing Tatum, though.
Oh, jeez.
look it up.
No, that's
I'll look
the
it- I'll
last
look it
one.
up.
I can do it.
Yeah, look it up.
That's the
Did-
last one.
They make a game off of that?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, because they was in the super suits.
I thought it was
Y'all
just-
don't remember the Marlon Wayans, Channing Tatum, G.I. Joe, do you?
I
didn't
never
watch
actually
it.
saw it
Why not?
because it was Marlon Wayans and Channing Tatum.
Because I didn't like.
First of all,
I didn't like
There was
Channing
one for
Tatum at the time.
PS4.
Is it the one with Snake Eyes?
PS4, It's on PS5, Switch, PS4,
Hold on.
That's-
Xbox One Series.
Which one is that one? Click on it.
Is that the newer one?
Came out in 2020.
Yeah,
October
that's
13th.
yeah, and that game's terrible. I was so excited for it.
Operation
yeah,
Operation Blackout.
Oh,
yeah,
Okay,
I was so excited for it, and the day it came out, I watched folks play it on Twitch, and I was like, "No, thank you, I'm good."
Well, that's the last one that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
look who
remember
made
the
it,
game
that
though.
one.
sucks. And then there's a 2D one coming
This is
out.
the one I was thinking. Rise of.
Yeah, there is a new 2D one that's supposed to be coming
Yeah,
out.
and I was excited
Yeah.
about that
Yeah,
until I
okay.
PS3, G.I. Joe
until
Rise
I
of Cobra, which would have also been 360.
So what's wrong with
Yeah,
the
Marlon Wayans
what's
is on
wrong-
that cover.
What's wrong with the 2D one?
And Channing Tatum, too.
I've seen it. It doesn't look good.
The 2D one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look bad,
it feels
but
like
it doesn't look good either.
you're not gonna get like TMNT River City Girls
Exactly.
level quality from
Yeah.
it. Like it's
Yeah.
not the .mu
what?
quality.
Yeah.
So it's
G.I.
kind of like
Joe
the
2D.
Double Dragon.
the
one?
new GI Joe.
It's
yeah.
like less than that.
It's
though.
less than
Okay.
that.
You,
Okay.
like you can
Yeah.
tell, like, because you remember they showed the new Contra, like whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That it's like, oh, you think that you get a new GI Joe and you basically get like another Contra level, like that type of remake type of energy. No, it's like,
No.
we got the GI Joe license and we gonna make
And
some
we
shit.
hired like some high school guys to draw the sprites.
It's like it'd be so easy to make one though. Just make it like Contra.
Well, I tell you, the more I'm
Make it like Suicide Squad.
thinking about it now, I'm wanting Suicide Squad
Yeah.
Engine 4 GI Joe game because I'm just thinking in my head, you got the freaking bats and the trouble bubbles and the hiss tanks,
and there's so many different.
I mean, it's all right there.
characters
It's
to choose
right
from.
there.
First of all, what I'm hearing is we need Tecmo Koei to go ahead and do Dynasty Warriors GI Joe.
GI Joe,
Oh,
yes.
Hell yeah. Do it, baby.
When you do your
Make it like
super, go Joe. Mowing them
Make it like
down.
Armoring games.
Oh snaps!
Hey.
Put the Earth Defense Force people on that. Then get them
Oh
on that.
shit.
There you go. Yeah.
Swarms of Cobra, bro, blasting
Hey,
through.
let's
'em.
Aren't they
just
like
bring
robots
G.I. Joe
anyway?
back.
Just, hey,
They
I
tried
love
to
GI
with
Joe.
The Marlin.
Listen,
I'm surprised they haven't had another show like because you got He-Man.
I've heard the
there's
second film was actually better. The
Yeah,
one
'cause
with
they
the
put
Rock
one
Rock
with the
in
Rock
it.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, he was
that's not.
Roadblock. wasn't it?
Roadblock. Yeah,
It had
yeah.
Bruce Willis in it too.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
He
like,
was
Duke.
General Hawk, I think.
Yeah,
General
he-
Hawk, yeah.
now Duke is
Channing.
Wasn't Dennis Quaid in the first one? Or
Was
am I
he-
misremembering that?
Oh wait, he might have been. He might have been General Hawk.
Somebody dies, right? Like
Channing
our
Tatum
main-
dies right in the beginning of 2.
Oh, the two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they
Spoilers.
So why did they do that?
because they knew you
Didn't
didn't
they
like
show
the
it in
first
original
one.
trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, they killed him, and like Marlon Wayans is like he's like missing or like not like
Something
he's
like
like
that.
MIA, but they don't officially kill him.
And it's a much more serious tone, although it's still kind of funny. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's still based on a kid's cartoon. But yeah, it gives it like more of a serious tone. But well, I don't want to spoil anything else because doesn't certain thing happen
Yeah.
later on. Yeah.
Well, like I'm not the biggest like America propaganda person, but I'm a sucker for some goddamn G.I. Joe.
Oh, I
Let me
love
tell
G.I.
you,
Joe.
okay?
That's still one of my favorite shows. There's a channel. Well, there was a channel on Twitch that just played it over and
got
over
you.
again.
We got him.
And I used to watch it. That's why I used to watch Going
Bring
to
back
Bed every night.
Justin.tv.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, bring back Justin.tv where I can watch Pawn Stars and
channel that
Morton.
does marathon of the TMNT cartoons.
Yes, they do.
Oh, so they
It's just
probably-
the first year of it, though, isn't it?
No, they're on season 2 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I watched it, I watched it like every night going to bed, and it was like the same 3 or 4 episodes I
Yeah.
watched almost every night.
Some of them
And I was like,
get
okay,
season 2 now.
it's just the first season of the show, so it's still cool though.
Yeah, Adult Swim's doing Boondocks for Black History Month.
Are they?
Seriously,
Yes,
That's awesome.
that's good. Are they ever
They
going to come
just
back with any
doing
new
Boondocks like,
episodes?
oh,
or-
bro. John Witherspoon's dead, man. We
Yeah, I
can't-
know, but they announced new episodes before
Yeah,
he
they-
died,
yeah,
and
they
and
did.
it still never they never came out with anything. So when I heard he passed away, I was like, so I guess those new episodes aren't coming.
Nah,
out
my boy, we ain't gonna be able
anytime
to. We ain't gonna be able to get nobody to replace Granddad. So
No.
you just mad because your ass is old.
That's sad.
But yeah, I'm looking at the Suicide Squad game to see what they do long term. They put like the roadmap and stuff, which I'm always on the fence about.
Yeah,
But
and
they-
all the new stuff is supposed to be free too, right?
Yes, all the content will be free.
All the content drops are free.
Yeah, only thing that you pay for is cosmetics. Like even that they already announced the new character going to be Joker and he's free and everything. So you know we gotta lean on some of the classics. We can't
Yeah.
be like we're gonna give you God, what was it, Bronze Tiger? Like we're not gonna put him in there. We should.
What about the Polka Dot Man?
Bro, I would love if they put Polka Dot Man in there. Somebody, listen, there's a
you never know.
groundswell for Condiment King. like
Hey,
I'm
do
actually
it.
surprised they didn't put Peacemaker in there.
ooh,
I mean,
Fucking uses guns already.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would they put him in there?
What you mean?
Because he uses guns already. We're gonna use people who don't use guns.
Oh, okay.
What's
That's
his name
hey,
uses guns?
hey, that's
I mean,
stupid.
I mean, if season 2 of the show comes out before the game dies,
No, it's not. That season 2's not coming out.
oh, it is.
Yeah, didn't they kill all of that shit?
Allegedly, season 2 is still a thing, but everything
Yeah, I
else
hear
did get
season 2.
canceled.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, but I hear that's coming back.
Well, John Cena
That
still
was a
still
hit.
moves the needle.
Yeah, that show was a hit, and it was actually really good.
It was good. Everybody check out Peacemaker.
Because I watched it just to watch it, and I was like, by the 3rd episode, I was like, this is actually really
Nah,
good.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
want to
really
get HBO.
good.
I don't want to get Max.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
There's other ways to watch it. Just saying. Anyway,
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah.
Have you not seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
It was really good.
You
It is
had
really
Max though, like for a while. I think I watched the whole series
Probably.
while you had Max.
Do I watch like?
YouTube.
Do I watch YouTube and Netflix? Mostly YouTube.
You only watch Netflix for Seinfeld.
I'm watching Louder Milk right now.
You watch Loudermilk. Loudermilk's good though.
Louder
ain't
Milk's
it?
good.
You're watching what?
Loudermilk.
Louder Milk.
Louder Milk.
Yeah, it's
got the dude from Office Space.
yeah, the main character.
Okay.
He's trying to be sober, but he's a music critic.
Yeah.
For like books on and articles about music, and now he's trying to be sober. And it's got Will Sasso in it too. So
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that show. Yeah,
It's really good.
yeah.
I hear it's
Will
pretty good.
Sasso.
Yeah.
You mean who's Will Sasso?
Will
Mad
Sasso?
TV.
The mega, yeah,
Yeah, the fat dude from Mad TV.
I never.
the guy that used to be fat from
Oh,
No, he's,
shit.
he's fat again. He's
Is
fat
he fat
again.
again?
He's fat again.
Oh.
He's got really.
You know, watch the episode of Mad
sad.
TV.
As soon as you said he's fat again, a part of me went, oh. But,
yeah.
but the other part went, oh, good. I always kind of liked him more fat.
But he's funnier when he's
He was
fat.
funnier when he was
Fat
fat.
guys are funny.
Is he not in anything else?
He was in the Three Stooges remake.
He's been in a lot of stuff, actually. Yeah,
He's like smaller.
You just wouldn't
parts.
know who he was
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
if you didn't watch Mad TV. That's where I mostly know him from. But he's shown up in a bunch.
Like
of
him and Phil Lamar. Like
Yeah,
okay,
him
if you
and Phil
don't-
Lamar.
If you don't know,
Well, Phil Lamar's is a big voice actor.
Phil
too.
Lamar, the black guy from Mad TV.
I didn't watch Mad.
what were you
TV.
doing, bro?
He's voice acted. I guarantee you've heard his voice.
He's Hermes
in many
Conrad on
games.
Futurama.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah. Vamp and Metal Gear
he's got-
Solid 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Which still just blows my mind every time I hear that. It's like I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He was freaking Vamp.
Yeah, bro, he did a great. He does a great job of like doing voices that you don't think
that you wouldn't think it was
Hermes and Samurai Jack sounded like. If you know it's him,
but if you don't, it's like no.
That's two totally different people.
Yeah, it's two different.
That's the Asian dude playing Samurai Jack.
Nope.
Oh, you know Cleveland's a white guy.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a.
Cleveland from.
Before we don't show him on Black History Month, if you ever wonder why.
Oh, okay.
I think he actually gave it up for somebody else.
I know somebody else was supposed to voice somebody out.
Yeah,
that was
he
years
said
ago.
that
I haven't watched any of that
no
since.
problem
So.
giving it up to anybody
Yeah.
of color.
I mean, me personally, I don't care about whoever does the.
I do too.
Yeah.
I care.
Well, I mean, it's understandable. If you care, that's fine. I
Blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks on blacks on.
all black everything.
And I'm back, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm biggity black and black back, y'all. And I'm back and I'm black. Go watch CB4 for Black History. Okay, I can't get y'all to watch Selma because y'all some hateful people. I get it.
No, hey.
Tropic Thunder.
What?
Oh, there you go.
Oh Lord,
that's some race relations right
God.
there.
That'll get you right.
Oh
Listen,
my God.
Yeah,
the number of people.
I think I posted in our chat, but a clip of it came through my feed.
Oh yeah, you got to post it every time.
I'm like, bro, this is so funny.
Like, I think people have misunderstood the whole purpose of his character in Tropic Thunder. Because every once in a while, especially during Black History Month, there's somebody posting like Robert Downey Jr. did blackface. Did nobody get mad about it? Did nobody cancel him? It's like, yeah, you didn't watch the movie.
You didn't really watch the movie. Yeah.
He's not a good person in the movie, and they point this out several times that what he's doing is not good, even if he's good at it. Because I'll be honest with you,
he's a damn fine black guy.
I don't think you're supposed to be the person that says that. I don't think.
I said it.
Okay,
I'll stand by it.
You stand by it?
Yeah, I'll stand by it.
But
yeah.
he's clearly not a good person because he's doing those things, even if he's really good at them. Okay. I'm going to watch the movie probably tonight because you said something.
But it is hilarious.
Yes. It is hilarious.
He confuses I don't even know the actor's name.
Brandon T. Jackson?
Yeah.
The black guy?
Yeah. He,
the real
through
black
all
guy.
the scenes that they're in together, he's just like, what is going on?
Like, he almost looks at the camera and is like, this not crazy to y'all?
Yeah.
This is preposterous, right?
I mean, he's
Got some crab apples on there. Tell me, man, what are you doing?
I mean, what's they won't even talk about the character if you ask him about it. He'll just
Robert
be
Downey Jr.?
Yeah, he'll just be like,
no.
he'll just be like, oh yeah, and that'll be it. He doesn't want to.
One of the last great Blu-ray DVD purchases that you need to get. I got to get it just because the man does the entire commentary track as that character still. Because remember he said, I don't break character until the DVD commentary is done.
Yeah.
So that's part of the joke.
Yeah, that he still. Everybody else is themselves like talking about the movie, and he's over there. Which is something my dad does. So that, bro, when he did that the first time, I was like, "Hey, man, what old black dude?
Who you been watching?
You watch my dad? He was spying on my father. My dad would randomly do that, like talking.
Hold up now.
Well, we talking about Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Man.
I gotta watch that shit now.
Oh no, we're
yeah.
definitely watching it.
We'll watch the next podcast. We'll just have it playing in the background while we talk.
You know what? I think we need to get back to our roots. You know, again, watch CB4 to respect Black History Month this month, and you'll understand why I say that if you actually go watch that movie.
I'll watch. Let's watch.
You gonna say what? Sprung Booty Call?
No, I'm gonna say those.
Malcolm X.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fruits. Golly.
Heavy. Talking about some heavy stuff.
Nah, man. Let's watch.
Baby's Kids.
I can watch Baby's Kids.
Yeah.
Well, let's watch New Jack City.
I'm always down for some New Jack City.
I'll watch
because,
New Jack City.
Again,
Wow.
that movie is like 3 different movies in one.
It is.
Is that the one with Chris Rock in it, right?
Chris Rock's the
Rock's in
crackhead.
it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
There's 3 different movies in them. Ice-T's in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice-T's in
Mario
it.
Van Peebles.
Mario Van
Judd
Peebles.
Nelson's. All right.
Judd Nelson's in the movie. Okay.
Judd Nelson's in the movie, and I dare you to realize, like, halfway through the movie, you're gonna see him again.
Every time you say New Jack City, I always think Harlem Nights. I know they're not anything exactly like.
We both got black people. Here, so.
That's like the only thing that. But for some reason,
Crime is in both of the movies,
Yeah, it's
Every
true.
time you say that, I think Harlem Nights. I don't know why.
which is another great movie to watch. But New Jack City in particular is great because, first of all, you see the complete deterioration of a neighborhood over the course of 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the movie starts off and people ain't doing great, but they ain't doing that bad. And by the end of it, people are fucked up.
Oh yeah, it's worse. It's bad.
Also, Wesley Snipes goes from random street drug dealer to secret agent.
Oh, he's Green Beret.
Okay.
Like Navy SEAL, baby.
Bro,
Hanging from rafters and shit.
like he used half of that movie to be like, I can be an action star, guys. Let me show you some of my
Oh,
movies.
hey, let me tell you,
Yeah.
it worked.
It worked.
worked.
Because Passenger 57 comes out 2 years later. Okay. And we was ready for Passenger 57.
57.
Boom. Then we got Demolition
Always
Man.
bet on black.
First
Boom,
of all,
then we got Blade.
You said it as if you don't know about Passenger 57. And I understand why, because it wasn't the only airplane-based action hero movie. Harrison Ford kind of stole his light a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
stole the
yeah,
shine
yeah,
with Air Force One.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was that one? There's another one with Kurt Russell in it too. What's the name?
Oh,
of it?
snaps! There is a.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I've seen
shoot.
Passenger 57.
I remember him saying, "Always bet on black." You like the trailer?
yeah.
Hey, that'll suck
Always
you in
bet
right
on
there.
black.
94 summer. Always bet on black. I'll check it out. You know.
Yeah. And then Blade
He's
came
also
out.
in whatchamacallit, U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals. Yeah. Wait, Wesley Snipes was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He was
Yeah.
The Fugitive.
Was he?
I'm thinking of The Fugitive when you.
Right, with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, because no, both of them got
I
Tommy Lee
was thinking
Jones,
the same thing.
and he plays the same character.
He plays the same
but he works
character,
for a
right?
different department.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah, he
remember
works for a
now.
different
Yeah.
department, but he plays.
Okay.
I want every outhouse, man house, short house, long house.
He said that word for word.
Oh yeah, he
Both
says
different
both of
movies.
those lines in there. For a while, Tommy Lee Jones was the person you called to catch somebody in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean-
But he's so
like,
good at
he's
it.
like a human bloodhound.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he started sniffing out aliens. All right,
Yeah.
And he was good at that
He
too.
was pretty good at that, too.
yeah, and he worked at the post office because
Yeah.
With Biz Marquis.
Men
What movie is that?
in Black.
Black.
Like 3?
Oh, three is it three?
No, it's two.
Was that
It's two. It's two. He rescues them in two, and then three they go back and they got young
I think I
K.
saw 3.
Three's actually
Oh, yeah,
really
no,
good.
no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was 2.
Three is about Alzheimer's and
3 made me cry.
three gets
Three
sad.
is good because-
so good.
Yeah, and it
And
it ties
cause
them
closure.
back to. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Finality.
good.
Yeah, you
You
need to watch
it.
3.
I
You need
never
to watch
watched
3.
3.
If you enjoyed any of the first 2, you need to watch 3. Even if you watched 1 and hated 2, watch 3. 3 was really good. I was
Slick.
sobbing at the end of that
We need to
film.
watch the whole
Slick.
trilogy.
Oh, bro, I'll run
I
through
got
it.
the whole trilogy
We can-
on
hey,
Blu-ray,
Oh,
baby.
I'm
you got
good
hold
with
on.
it.
You got the MIB International. You know,
No, I don't
the
have
Women's
that
Get
one.
It Done version.
No, I didn't watch that one.
Well, you got to watch that in March then, because I think that's like
Okay.
Women's Month.
Oh, it's got, also
I
got
think it's March.
Chris
Okay.
Hemsworth in it. So
Yeah.
what does he?
Yeah, Chris
what does he
Hemsworth,
count?
I thought
for?
it was like November. 'Cause they-
That's like Latin Women's
Where
Month.
they
Man,
wear pink and stuff.
No, it's October. That's Breast Cancer Month.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
Women's Month, right?
No, that's a whole different month.
They get 2
so-
months?
Bro, come on.
The way you said it sounds completely different than what I think you
We
would
get 2
do.
months.
They get 2 of them.
Yeah, it's next month.
I mean, we get.
Mexican Day. Or
Mexican Heritage Month is like May.
Oh, like
I think
June
it's
or
like no, I think it's like May.
They put Cinco de
Yeah,
Mayo.
because I
Cinco
mean,
de Mayo.
clearly,
well, why not?
put it all in.
Who wouldn't celebrate Mexicans during the victory at the Battle of Puebla? Which, by the way, that's what Cinco de Mayo is. It isn't Mexican
No, it's not.
Independence Day.
No, it's not. Don't listen to no
Idiots.
idiot.
But we got to. We gonna
Podcast is derailed.
Hey, we got a Mexican on it. He'll be all right.
we have on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We'll get a pass.
Wow. Well, yeah.
Thanks,
yeah.
Mason.
No, it's just funny. I
Don't say it.
always call it. Everybody thinks it's Mexican Independence Day. Like Cinco de Mayo. Everybody thinks it's Mexican Independence Day. It's not.
Independence
I
Day.
mean,
Why is it Day?
Day.
Well, Independence Day.
Day.
Cinco de- Anyway.
Hey, baby.
the only Independence Day I celebrate is the one with Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith.
That's the only one we need.
And what's the president? He's a cool guy.
Bill
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
That's not Bill.
No, Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. You were right.
Pullman.
Yeah.
But they said it, and I was gonna let it slide.
I knew it was a P.
but I wasn't confident enough because I've called that dude Dennis Quaid like 7 times over the years.
So you did it. See, at first you was doing it to be funny.
No, at
But
first
no.
I actually thought it was Dennis Quaid.
But now it's like
because I
nailed
didn't
it to your mind.
Randy Quaid's in that movie.
Randy
Quaid
Quaid
is
is
in that movie.
He's the
Thank you,
hero.
Zach.
It's all connected.
He's the hero.
Yeah, he did. He's the one that
He's the one that
took the ship
showed
down.
everybody how to take care.
Yeah, but he did it so stupid though.
Well,
He
you
could have
know,
just told him to shoot a missile up
he
there.
was a drunkard, so
He was drunk and his
didn't
missile
have
was
any
jammed.
left.
Remember?
his missile was jammed. He had
His
one
missile
left
was
and it got
jammed.
jammed.
One
Yeah.
left.
Go tell somebody else.
Everybody else was down. They had no missiles left. He's the only one.
And you remember he was the most experienced one out there. He was the only one that could make the maneuver. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing though. That stage in Star Fox 64.
Yeah, he was Air Force.
The Independence Day stage in Star Fox 64.
So fucking good.
when we took the left path the first time, and you get to that world, and it's like the stage starts, and it's like an all direction stage or something.
Yeah.
You got there's all the ships, and that flying saucer comes in, and it's like, dude, this is just Independence Day. This is the best thing ever.
Dude, it's so fucking great.
It's so good.
Star Fox 64 is so fucking
freaking
good.
remake Star Fox 64, please.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
I want just a new Star Fox game in general.
No, we can't do new Star. We can't do now Star Fox.
It's not fucking weird.
But for some reason, they can't. They can't do it.
Once you get this ship, right? All right. So look, it's not. Listen, and it's not an amiibo, right? Okay. All right. So it's not.
But we do have an amiibo coming out of it.
But that's different though. But we got the ship, right? And you link it up to your game, right?
Yeah, that was arguably the best Star Fox game.
Starlink.
listen.
It's good.
It's
Yeah,
not
I think
terrible.
it was actually decent.
It's actually
And you
really
could
good.
play Star
Yeah.
Fox in it.
If you like
on
shooters,
the Switch
On
version.
Switch.
Yeah, on the
But
Switch
on
version,
the
yeah.
other versions you couldn't. So and he had his own set of
And
like side missions and
I
everything.
almost bought that toy, the R-Wing.
Yeah, the R-Wing.
just because it looks awesome.
Yeah. That was like the best looking R-Wing you can get.
Yeah, toy-wise.
In
Like,
toy form.
I passed that thing by on the shelf so many times, like,
I think that thing got down to like $20 one time.
Oh no,
yeah,
it got real
cheap.
cheap. It
Yeah.
got cheap
It
fast.
got real cheap. Yeah.
I should have bought it too.
I should. That's one of those things I think I should have bought it, just like that 12-inch Optimus Prime. that
Support
they had.
physical media.
Please.
All right,
Takes-Two said they're not going digital only anytime soon.
Good.
let's try and bring this podcast back somewhere.
What you mean?
Remotely.
We've been going, baby.
I feel like this is the best thing we did since the Legend of Zelda games.
I'm for real. Not quite as good as that one.
So
There's gotta be a way to fix that
they
episode.
finally released gameplay of Ed.
Yes, sir.
I was actually looking forward to this one a lot.
I think people are gonna be happy with what Ed is.
Let's take a look at it.
So yeah, it looks like he is in the subway.
Yep.
But yeah, gameplay came out at 5:00 this afternoon.
Yes.
When I
Bro, he looks.
realized I had just missed it, I looked up and it was like 5:05. I was like, oh crap! And I turned around.
I watched it
watched
like probably 40 minutes before we started.
I haven't seen it yet.
Like I was getting ready to head out, and then I saw it, and he yells to the guy, "I'm so sick of you. I'm not buying whatever you're selling," which sounds like, what we talked about. The theory of him is like he's not a part of whatever this new thing
They're
is.
trying to
They
recruit him, though.
Yeah,
So
they're
we-
trying to recruit him. Yeah, his
getting a new
stage
stage.
has
Is it a new
clones.
stage? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty much the Seth
that?
stage from 4.
Yeah. It looks like it.
Oh,
yeah, he's got the
does.
clones in the background and
Yep.
stuff too. Gestating.
Yep, and Bison's hat on that chair in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting that
Oh,
out
all
there.
right.
Yeah, look at some of his attacks, man. It's very Dudley.
Oh, it is very
Yeah.
that one just they showed was Dudley.
Yeah.
So his little flick punches that there when he went low,
Mhm.
those are his kick attacks.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So he has no kicks.
No,
He has attacks that do the same thing. Basically, Steve Fox.
basically, yeah, Steve Fox. But the flick attacks are probably low, medium, and high kick
Mm-hmm.
because he has a low, medium, and high. And so I'm thinking the high flick punch is going to be his anti-air. It's going to be
More than likely.
probably be his main anti-air, so it's going to be hard to
I
jump
like that
in on.
costume. I like that.
That's reminiscent of his 5 costume.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's a really good alternate costume.
yeah. Just like everybody else, like a lot
Man,
of
I
his
hope he's gonna be fun to play.
a lot of his V skills
I need
and stuff are
somebody to
just
play.
special moves now.
Mm-hmm. And overdrives or OD versions.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like Geef and all, but I just never
That right there.
felt like I meshed with him.
This is
Yeah.
level 2, which is the fireball again.
Mm-hmm.
Get over here. Come here. Now, is that a stance he gets in?
It
there?
looks reminiscent of
or
DJ.
is he just holding it?
It could be holding it, but I kept feeling like it was like
Kinda
DJ.
like the El Forte Quesadilla bomb.
Oh yeah, could be. Which also Balrog used to have a charge too, like a hold a button
Yeah.
for the turnaround punch.
But specifically when the guy's getting hit with the fireball, you see him kind of sit in the pose.
Mm-hmm. Like a
and
flicker
then,
jab.
and then he pulls him down. So I wonder if that's just holding the button from that move, so it can be timed if somebody's
Gotcha.
stuck in that or something like
Yeah.
And we're getting it, what, February
27th.
Yep.
27th?
Pretty soon.
Like the week after Evo.
Yeah.
So we're not having to deal with that again.
The week after?
Not Evo, Capcom Cup.
Not Capcom Cup. I'm
I was
sorry.
about to say, I thought you said
Yeah.
Evo Japan was in March.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evo Japan, Evo
You keep
USA is
making
February.
things up over
Oh
there.
yeah. We do Evo February 1st, and then we do it again in August.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Do it every couple months.
No, I think it'll be cool. I'm excited to see what they add for them story wise too, but it just means that we're that much closer to Akuma.
Yeah, I guess so.
Akuma.
It's gonna be like March 12th. Akuma's coming out.
Damn.
I think, honestly, I think we see Akuma in May.
Think so?
I mean, it's possible.
I think we see Akuma in May, and then Evo is July or August.
August.
It's usually August now.
So you get one in September.
Because it used to be like late July into August.
Oh, they're
but it's
definitely.
usually
I mean,
like August.
they're announcing season 2 at Evo.
Oh no.
No. Before that.
No, see, yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, I mean, I'm
before
sorry. Yeah.
because they said it would be at least a year before season 2 come out after the launch of the game.
Yeah.
So more than likely it'll be June. It could even be right after Akuma comes.
So
out. Could even come out with Akuma.
So with the
The
leaks,
announcement.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that.
I think Summer Games we see it.
You overlap hype.
What with the update? No, I don't think so.
What
I
you
don't
mean?
think they announced the next season after. I think they wait after.
Oh, I'm talking about the patch that to balance. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I'm talking
just-
about. We said season pass. Or no,
Well,
season-
I was talking about that as far as
No,
the next.
I don't think they announced
yeah.
the next 4 or next 5 characters.
Oh, characters? I mean, they might. One of the best things they ever did in 5 was announce everybody that was going to be in season 2 up front. They kind of had to because they
We're talking
because it
about
was going
when,
to
like,
anyway.
when
they announced that, I
Yeah.
don't think it's the same day Akuma comes out.
Oh
No, they let it breathe.
Probably not, but maybe.
If Akuma comes out in May, I think we find out the season pass in June, like the anniversary of the.
Oh yeah, the launch anniversary. They say what the next season's supposed to be.
Well, see that's what I'm wondering because if season 2 starts at the anniversary of the game, I wouldn't be surprised if hey, here's Akuma, and I mean they're going to show Akuma weeks before he comes out. He comes out anyway, and then they're going to go ahead and show the balance pass for the game, and at least hint at who the other characters are, if they don't just outright show.
Oh,
them.
I could definitely see them dropping a silhouette.
I could see the next character being in July,
Yeah.
a month before Evo. Since how much backlash they got last year with Rashid coming out like 10 days before.
I would personally rather it be out like after Evo, but
Why?
it's just better that way. But whatever, that's just my opinion.
You want for like competition purposes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I want a new character.
because I mean everybody's already going to have to be dealing with the balance patch too, which I'm sure everybody wants
Before
as soon as they possibly can anyway. Because whatever happens is going to
top
happen
8
at
is gonna be
CEO first.
Akuma.
Yeah, whatever happens is going to happen at CEO
Who's gonna be
first
the weakest
anyway.
character in the game?
So
No, he ain't.
Yeah.
You don't say that.
He's gonna
I
suck.
say release
Bud.
the next character right after CEO.
I
When
mean,
is
it'd
CEO?
be up to them.
It's like the third week of July, right? Or June.
It's at the end of July now.
Wait, it's in June,
It's the last. Wait,
right? CEO's in June.
I think it's July now. Ever since they moved to
No, because it was after our tournament. It was a week after our tournament last year.
But now,
when is my IRS
And
seminar?
ours was third week of June.
Yeah.
So I think they were the last week of June.
I know it's a week after the Orlando IRS seminar that I'm planning to go to because I was like, hey, I can go to CEO
IRS seminar.
while I'm down there. Yeah, I know the fun stuff, right?
that sounds like
Is it a
a
tax seminar? Is
Yes.
that what you said?
that sounds like something
IRS.
If he
I
would
need
do
you
in a
to
skit.
Not go wild out this time.
Yeah. Keep it
You know how
keep
you
it
get
cool,
crazy
bro.
down there.
Mhm.
Hey, I don't know, man. Apparently, the Montgomery Clay Conference or whatever it is that Ricky goes to. Apparently, they wild out.
Oh
up
yeah,
there.
they was out here just turning up. After they go
Yeah,
and
it's
make
the
their
end of June.
bowls and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of that,
yeah.
they fire the kilns and then
It's like
They
the
get
last
fired
weekend
up.
of June, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Still
and then
in
announced it,
Daytona.
And then the week later,
Daytona.
it's in Daytona now.
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
Y'all want to go?
Orlando anymore?
So it was like once during COVID because they were still shut down and he needed the money. But he's under contract there for a while. Because I remember the first year that they went there, I don't know this for a fact, but it seems like he tried to get out of it. Because you ever hear about the stories the first year that they went there?
Mm-hmm.
And like folks don't realize that Daytona Beach is like the tourist place.
Mm-hmm.
Daytona is the South.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put it like that. Mm-hmm. And they didn't take too kindly to all these Asian and folks of different ilk showing up in their town. Because if you just stay on the beach, you eventually have to go into town if you want to like shop and eat and stuff. And that's where stuff kind of went like, hey, there was a bunch of Japanese players like, yeah, this place isn't cool. And I know personally folks who were like, yeah, we had to go to three different places to eat because we didn't get served. Folks were calling us all kinds of names when just walking down the street.
Up.
Yeah, and so
people just can't get over there and fuck themselves.
But it seems like Jabali like is like stuck in a contract there because I think he tried to leave and they were like, no, you're on the contract. You have to come here. And he tried to get out of it, and COVID happened, so nobody was doing anything. Then he did one more in Orlando because they were still shut down in 2022, I think. But then, yeah, they've been back up there since. Now the second year that they were there, and ever since, he has like a bunch of stuff come to the beach where they are, so that you don't have to go in town unless you absolutely have to. So food trucks and all kinds of stuff there.
Orlando.
Yeah.
The one I went to was there too. It was so hot.
Yeah.
AC break?
Huh?
The AC broke?
Oh no, just the whole city.
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
Why would you go outside?
Because we had to walk across the street to go to the event.
Yeah,
we stayed at the hotel across the street from it. So
you gotta go outside sometime.
We ain't rich.
Mr. Moneybags IRS seminar over here.
No. I mean, I was the most expensive one too.
Yeah, it's right across from the venue.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about just the whole event as a whole. Yeah. CEO's expensive.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. You want to go to a major? You got to go to a major.
Well, I mean, we used to go to flying around for like a third of the cost.
Oh, I mean, Atlanta itself is way cheaper than Orlando.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
Orlando's expensive.
Got Disney World over there.
This is true.
Universal Studios as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all that stuff's
everything.
around
I
there.
mean, they were basically right across the street
Yeah.
from each other. We were right behind Disney World. We had no idea because we talked to one of our friends there, and his hotel was behind ours, and from outside of his window, he could see like one of the rides or something.
Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, just like
Epcot.
just on the other side.
Epcot.
Just on the other side of the lot over there, yeah. So but yeah. No, he looks cool. Like I've said before, I have no interest in any of the characters announced in this first year of the game. Anyway.
Yeah, you already got E-Honda.
So
Yeah, you got E Honda and T Hawk.
yeah,
Yep, and T-Hawk.
more or less, yeah.
So, I mean, you should just,
I didn't get my El Forte.
This is true.
I didn't get
Hey,
DJ. I got new
Next
DJ.
season, bud. He's
Next
coming.
season, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I just wanted to max out, and I got this dude over here doing Hadouken commands, and this one trips, and this one flips, and
Yeah, there's also one of the best
Say
characters in the
flips?
game too.
yeah, it flips. Yeah, what that mean to me? I'm not Nolan. You know better than that to say it to me. I'm not here for the best character. I want my characters. Okay.
Oh, that's
Like
sweet.
this is just like when they made Aori have claws, and everybody was like, "Yeah, man, he's one of the strongest characters in the game." I was like, "Yeah, but he's not doing Aori stuff. He's doing this Wolverine shit. I don't want that." Oh, you're talking about Berserker Barrage, but it's got purple on it. I don't know.
That's cool, right?
No, it's not. Give me the thing. I wanna flick some Lotus things at you from the ground. Flick. Like people still got to do bodegas.
Full screen overheads.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. You don't get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. I mean, he looks cool, and guess we'll see what happens after that. And
I'm sure you were happy
see
with
if there are any announcements at. I'm imagining they're going to show Akuma at Capcom Cup, but you never know.
I'm assuming you were very happy with what you saw from Rebirth, the 200 gigabyte game.
Oh,
200 gigabytes.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
I still haven't had a chance to watch all of that.
Man,
I watched it.
That shit is.
It was in the
fucking
background
crazy.
while I was doing some work.
Hey, man.
I hadn't sat down and
Save
watched
file
it,
ain't
watched
important
it.
either.
Huh?
Save file ain't important over either.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
well,
not?
no, it's a whole different game.
All right, wait. I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
You gotta
Like,
play the demo to get create the save file to get the bonuses and the new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah, the demo.
It's what it
did
says.
come
Like
out
3
and-
times the size of 3 times as long
Yeah,
as Intragard or whatever it's called.
integrate.
Integrate.
I mean, it better
Integration.
be. Yeah, they were saying, they didn't have to hold back because this one basically they didn't say it, but like, hey, we didn't have to make this work on a PS4. So,
Yeah, they pretty much said it without saying it too.
so we were able to go all out on this one.
You gonna they've already said that you're playing Sephiroth, or you can play Sephiroth.
Well, I mean, so if you've played the original 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a part which I don't know if that's where that looks like where the demo is, like the flashback when you go to the town with you and Sephiroth when you were working together and everything. So that's definitely a part of the game, but just the
gold saucer.
the expansiveness of the
So
of the world is
here's my
pretty
question.
impressive.
So is it like open world, or is it you select the zones to go into?
It's
I
open world.
Couldn't get a good answer to that.
So Maximilian, I think, said, what did he call this? Open linear or something like that.
Is it
It's
like
like
Final
really
Fantasy
big
16?
expansive worlds, and you can pretty much go from one to the other. But make no mistake, you're going from here to here in the game.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know
Don't
where
really
you're supposed to go
explore.
and stuff. There is plenty of exploration in it, though.
it's like the way they described it reminded me of 15 to a degree, where it's like
Yeah,
there is a clear
So
path.
15
but
is
not
open
as
world.
not as constrained as that one was, though.
Well,
But it's not
limitations
going to
of-
be like 16 where you select a location on a map and you go to that location and it can be like a big open area.
Yeah. So my understanding is it's open world in the point where you're not going to zones. You go from place to place to place without changing zones or whatever. That's my understanding anyway. I guess we'll find out for sure.
I'm pretty sure
when
they
it-
also
when it-
still
when
have
it
some
comes
sort of
out.
like fast travel system to where like
I'm
if you
sure.
want to go
Yeah.
here,
Right.
you need to go back to this point. You don't have to chocobo your way all the way back over there.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Also showing the original graphic versions of the characters in there.
Oh yeah. See, I wonder now
Seems like it's just gonna be a skin or something.
because wasn't there a part in the game where you did like a like there was like a strategy battle that happened on a mountain or something like that,
Yeah.
right? And I remember they talked about changing that whole part possibly into like a game. I wonder if that's what that was there.
Might be.
And apparently you still got the different color chocobos that do different things.
Yeah.
All kinds of side quests and stuff, and
Bunch
they
of mini games.
and they bring up the fact that after you've just like don't be concerned about trying to finish everything
Oh my gosh.
before you finish the main story, because you can go back and do side quests and stuff, which is kind of an open world type of thing anyway. So,
They got odd jobs is what they were saying.
Yeah.
All these side quests are. They said they wanted to do more about the other characters in the world, so you'll get to do more stuff with them and do
so
more.
I mean, you're gonna find seemingly everybody in this game because Sid's in it.
It shows Vincent.
Vincent. Now, Vincent, they've already said is going to be like Red 13 was in the last game,
Okay.
where he'll join the party, but he's not playable. You don't get to play him. He'll just be a character that does his own thing with you.
So he's a guest.
Yeah, he's kind of a guest character. Yeah, and he probably won't be playable. I don't know if Sid is the same way. If he'll be,
Well, that kind of sucks.
if
Hey,
he'll
that-
join
that
you.
racing game
he's,
looks better
he's
than that racing
definitely in
game.
it, but he may not actually be with you until like the next game.
So there is going to be 3 still.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Rocket League.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff there. Yeah, I'm sure folks are happy to see the box puzzles back.
Yeah.
Like, oh yay, those are here too. Cool.
Yeah, that racing game, that racing chocobo thing they showed
Wave
looks better
race?
than their actual racing game that they released.
I mean, there was the race that was arguably the best game in the original 7. I don't know what's going on here.
What you mean? He's stunting on you hoes.
Well, I mean, obviously, but
He's playing the car game, Queen's
and
Blood.
there's Queen's Blood, the card game. Yeah, I'm already out.
What you mean?
I don't like card games. You know that.
You want to play some Tetramaster?
No.
Triple
No,
Triad? Come on, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you though. What's it called? It did get me for a minute though.
Which one?
Gwent and
I've the third time I
Witcher
played
3?
through The Witcher 3, I was like, you know what? I was just like, I'll go ahead and get the Gwent achievements in the game, so I can finally get all the achievements in the game. And yeah, it's yeah, okay.
Well, hey,
I like it.
that standalone game did not
Yeah, the
cut the
standalone
mustard.
game wasn't the same. I mean, it was kind of the same, but it was like,
it didn't
it was
feel the
better than
same.
the original game. Yeah,
They can be fun.
because I did download it and it was like, oh, I kind of like Gwent. I'll try this out. Oh no,
But you know what would make a good game as a standalone game? Blitzball.
That shit ain't happening. maybe.
Only 15 years from now, when we finally get 10 like this.
I was gonna say maybe in the 10 remake you might get a Blitzball.
As much as I want a 10 remake, as much time as it's taking them to do part of 7.
I'm surprised this game came out as fast as it did, to be honest.
Nah, they've been working for this shit as soon as.
I mean, no, I'm sure once the first game was done, they never stopped production on it because
No.
one of the things
thing.
that the guys, when they came together and decided that they were going to do this, a couple of those guys were like, "Hey, I may not live to see the end of this. If we're going to do it, we need to do it now."
Yeah.
so like that was actually a thing, which is why they aren't back for 2 and 3. They were there to start it off, and it's like, all right, everything's on a good road. Cool, I'm out.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't really tell the difference.
Oh, I can't either. I'm a dummy. Like
I mean, graphics wise, yeah, and it's like the 60 frames looks so much better. Yeah,
I can't
let's
tell the
just
difference
do
between performance mode and graphics mode.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there is one.
the frames look better.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, look, I'm gonna take your word for it because the game just looked like a good ass game. I don't really know what else I'm seeing.
I could have fun with either or. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even super excited about this game, but I was like, looks pretty freaking good though.
I'd be more excited if I had played the
It's catchy.
the first one, the first remake.
You still ain't played that?
No,
Did you even?
I have it on PC and I played like 5 hours of it.
We'll get
Yeah.
the PC version eventually, man. By the time you beat it,
How
by the time you get through it and you play it.
No, I'll get
ever
it
play
on
the original
PS5.
game?
So. No, I haven't played the original game either.
Oh,
I
see.
played up until whenever you go back and do the flashback with him and Sephiroth in the town.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
think that's as far as I got.
I would say for anybody who's playing these games,
I do want to play the
they
original
need
first.
to at least
though.
go and look at a good story synopsis of the original game.
There's plenty of them out there.
Because 7 was always one of those games I've always I want to get a PlayStation
Yeah.
so I can play 7.
Yeah, without giving away too much about these games, you need to know the original story to get the most out of it.
'Cause my cousin had it and I watch him play it a lot. I was like, oh man, I got to play this one day.
Got social links now.
Yeah, which kind of plays into the whole gold saucer date thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's Sid. So, okay, so yeah, Sid is in the game because that was like one of the questions. Like, so is Sid in the game, or are we going to meet Sid in this one, or is that going to be number 3? Or
Well, do you normally get
There's a
cat sit
third
that
one?
early?
yeah, there's going to be a third. Yeah,
Yeah, this is part 2.
this is part 2.
What the fuck?
Look, man, we
Yeah.
wanted to make the game that we wanted to make since we wanted to make it that we couldn't make until we could make it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I tell you what, Cloud, he fumbled.
Oh yeah, we know who the real winner is. I ain't even gonna entertain.
Fumbled.
We ain't gonna even entertain the foolishness. We know.
Oh, Tifa's number 1, baby.
Yeah, light
Come on,
work,
man.
light work. Right about the damn air. Oh, I like flowers and so.
I mean, Aerith is nice, but come on. Tifa, everybody knows Tifa's.
But she fight with her
Tifa's
hand.
number 1 waifu, okay?
She be giving out the knuckle sandwich.
Best monk. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
What you mean?
She may not be the best monk.
I mean, she is the best monk.
Okay.
She's definitely the best monk in the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that game?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Who's
It's
the best
just
monk
don't look-
overall? What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying in that world, best monk. Yes.
Okay, well in the JRPGs, then is that somebody else?
I mean Yang
Yeah, you got Yang from 4.
from 4.
Then you got what's his name from 5? Or is it 6? 7? Well, he's not really.
No,
a monk,
because
so
it's
Well,
controlled.
5, you can just kind of make anybody who you want.
Yeah, 6 he ain't the best because I played it on PlayStation and the move wasn't working right.
Wait, who?
Saban on Final Fantasy.
Oh,
6.
Saban. Yeah. I guess he
the-
was a monk.
The
yeah,
D pad didn't work on the PlayStation right like the Super.
It was hard to do some of those.
Like, bro,
moves, yeah.
I can't get the suplex out.
Yes.
Can barely get this
I know
command
what the
mail.
best
Suplex
monk
was
is
tough.
Final Fantasy 1 monk.
Double attack.
Just making characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? What's his name in 8?
I didn't play 8.
With the tattoo on the side of his face. Come on, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Maybe Faith On Wong.
There you go.
Yeah, Faith On Wong probably the best overall monk in all JRPGs.
Faith on Wong.
Yeah, because he'll meet you on the bridge and you think you're supposed to lose, but you're not.
You're supposed to win, but you ain't.
You got a game over because you're like, oh, I'd have lost the ear like every time. So this is just another one. Game over. Reload.
Huh.
Oh, he killed Rico in 2 hits. He got 400 HP.
Like, what the hell? Yeah.
Do you normally get Cat Sith that early in the original game?
Well, they're not really telling you when you get them. They just saying that like you play into the part where you
will eventually get him. But no, I like going off of the original game. Yeah, this is about when he would show up.
I was
story wise.
Of course, I didn't play it to that point.
Yeah.
I feel like he was like one of the last ones you get.
It was so funny. I remember Max and somebody else was saying you knew who didn't play the original game in the first game when they dropped the plate and all the just horrible stuff was going on. And it's like you know who didn't play the original game when that part happened, and they go, "Wait, who the hell is that cat?" Because it's just like one random scene where some weird looking cat is like just you're staring over this horrible scene, and like, the hell was that all about? So never mind, you'll see.
Yeah. Black Chocobos is the best, and not just because of Black History Month.
Yeah,
they were supposed to be like the best.
So it was black ones. They could go over any terrain, right?
Yeah. Right.
And then the blue ones, was it the blue ones that could fly?
Yes, the gold ones can fly. Was there a gold one?
Gold ones could do anything, but
okay,
you had to breed those.
Yeah,
you had to play through the whole breeding.
I thought the black ones could fly.
No, the black ones go over any
black ones. I just think go over any terrain.
No, they just showed the blue one in the air too. Yeah, I think it's the blue one that flies.
I think the blue ones that fly. The green ones could swim. The green ones did something.
Yeah,
seems like the green ones should fly.
The red ones had the damage, right? It's not damage, but
I don't remember. It's been so long, but I know they all did something. Yeah. No, Red 13. Don't put them in the thing. There's a stupid truck that broke our game the first time we played it.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
15 hours in the game, had to start all the way over.
Fuck that.
Because we only had one game save, and that when you're driving out of not Cosmo Canyon, but wherever it was, what's his name's tower, and you're driving and the car breaks down, so it'll randomly do stuff and then it'll break, right? Well, ours randomly broke into a mountain.
Nice.
And it wouldn't allow us to leave the vehicle because we were inside a mountain. So we reloaded the game, and that's where the game save was, in the mountain. And we only had the one save. We only had the one save.
Why'd you not? Why you playing a JRPG with one save, bro?
Because we probably didn't have room on the card.
Delete something. You playing that game right now?
Too late. We had
my Madden season on there.
Oh, you got your Madden franchise on there, bro. It's 8 blocks.
Yeah,
we only got 15 blocks. You're taking over half the block.
Half of the blocks.
Why?
Yeah,
I can't help it.
Yeah, so
were you in season 14?
We had to restart the whole damn game. So
I'm excited for this game too.
Leave that up.
It's gonna be great.
But yeah, no, it looks good.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun, man.
I'm. They put more work into it than I thought they would, which got me excited for it.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's exactly what I thought it would have to be after the first game, because the first game captures the feeling of the beginning of that game.
Yeah, you feel
because everybody. I think I don't know if everybody who played 7 the first time, but I know we felt like this when we were playing it. Like you're in
Midgar.
Yeah, you're in Midgar for like at least the first 10 hours of that game.
It's about 10 hours.
And as like after a while, we were just content with, this is going to be the whole game. But then when you leave Midgard, it's like a whole world.
I mean,
and it's not like no other Final Fantasy game has had a whole world before, but being constrained in that little city for so long, and then all of a sudden it's like now the whole world is out there. It's like the same feeling it looks like you're going to have in this game after feeling, you're just going from district to district in the city. Now you can go anywhere and everything seems so big and everything. That's really cool. That I always kind of imagined that's how the second game would open, because it's kind of how it has to, obviously. But that same feeling from playing the original game when the whole rest of the game opened up after that point, it felt like there's just so much out there to do and stuff. And
I would be so much. I know I'm in the minority here, most likely. 5 would have been so much more hype for the remake if it was still turn based.
Oh yeah, you still ain't getting over that action battle system, are you?
There's nothing wrong with them. They're fun. Like 16's battle system is awesome, but it's like I could easily play this as turn based. Well, I mean,
it's much more grounded than 16.
Well, it's more of a mix between menu based attacking and action.
It's more 15 without the teleporting.
Yeah, basically.
Even though you do have moves that like zoom in on somebody, it's like you teleporting, but you ain't disappearing.
And I mean the combat in 16 is awesome. Like I love the combat, but
combat 16 was really good. Yeah,
I just miss turn based. To be honest with you,
that's why you playing Persona 3.
I haven't started yet, but I will.
Fuck you.
I will.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You locked in? Well, how far are you?
You don't want me to say that because then you're gonna judge me. And I know.
No, I'm not gonna judge.
I'm like 30 hours in.
Nice.
It's hey man, that's some good JRPG action.
From what I've heard, it's one of the best.
It's
remakes of a game.
They put enough stuff from 5 in it because 5 clearly was like, yo, we tired of y'all sucking and like not finishing these games because you get beat too bad. Because you can get beat bad in like 4 and the original 3. Like they'll just be like, oh, so you just not gonna put the right souls or whatever. What do they call them again? I've played the game all day. I can't even think of the name. Personas, yeah. There's another name they call the monsters sometimes too.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you don't have the right personas. You're gonna try to use the same ones. You're not finna level up, and you're not gonna try to.
I like these ones.
Yeah, that's cool. You dead now. Okay, you never gonna get a turn because I'm just gonna keep hitting you with the weaknesses over and over and over again. And like they got like 5 or 6 difficulty settings on this, so you can get the OG. You put the wrong persona, we just gonna jam on that affinity.
Is there a difficulty that lets you where you can only control your main party member?
You can turn it on and off.
Okay.
So like they do a fight where you don't get to control them, and then they're like, hey, now if you want to start giving them commands, you can, or you can just let them do it, and you can kind of set it to where it's like it's not a semi-auto, but it's I think it's like parameters or something like that. You can set them on
like tactics. Basically.
Yeah, you set the tactics for them. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm controlling my team. Damn that. Don't.
Oh man, you gotta beat the final boss where you control your main character.
No, that's for somebody on Twitch trying to get views for playing games extra hard. That's not for me. I want to have fun. Okay. But they do little stuff like there's a rewind feature in it, and you can go back a certain number of
turns.
No, it's not during battles. It's like during the day.
Oh, okay. So you want to try something else?
Yeah, you want to do like a interaction differently. Like you can go back a few days and still, or
That's good.
A few checkpoints. So like morning, afternoon, night, and then like the next day.
You're not really locked in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they do a lot of things to be like, even if you can't, like everything can't be done perfectly. Like some stuff you're gonna have to do. Like you thought you was at the end of this little quest.
Steven's out then.
I know, but
if you can't do it perfect, he ain't playing it.
It's true.
But you gotta play New Game Plus, bud. I know. Yeah, that's what you got to do. It's really good. I'm excited. I heard that Persona 2 is gonna get a remake, but they said also 4, and I'm like, yeah, I get it visually, but gameplay wise, Golden was pretty much the same as 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, 5 was just one of those like, hey, this is gonna be the easier version for you to play with. Just play this. Like this is gonna be a lot more user friendly. Like it's not difficult. But yeah, I would love to see what they do with 2, because 2 was very unforgiving as well, and it was ugly. I don't care what nobody tells you. It was old sprites.
Well, I'm about to say it was old though.
Yeah, it was old
it's on the PlayStation.
Yeah, everything is just still images, and it's in first person when you go around. Which
you might get Persona 6 before that.
They also Persona 6 is in the works. Like that's guaranteed coming out.
Okay.
Not like soon or anything, but they're like there's also remakes in the works as well. And 2 and 4 is the one that's been heard the most as having remakes. 4 got a nice extension on PC, so I don't know, that might sway them.
I think most people probably like 4 the best.
That's what I hear, but
I think 4 is probably the most popular one.
4 is also the like I played Royal and I didn't finish it, but I got pretty far, and I think I did all of the content that they added, because they didn't add like stuff to the end. It was all like in between stuff. They fleshed it out a little bit more. And with Persona 4, at least the golden version, it felt like there was so much to do like the entire time. Like it's not a point. Like in 5, you get to the point where it's like you really can only like do this part. And there's not much interaction outside of it because the game is on like this. Now you're at the end game and it's all you could do is the end game stuff. Whereas 4, it was like, yeah, you know, you're at the end, but you could still go do all the social stuff and you could still kind of interact with people. And that turns into its own like side quest in itself when that didn't really feel like there was a cutoff point compared to where 5 is like, all right, you at the end. So school and social links and all that stuff, we're done with that now. It's time for you to kill God and then kill Satan and then kill God again because you didn't fight the real one. You fought the fake one. Spoilers, by the way. And if you think I'm joking, I am, but also like that is what happens. If you play any of the Shin Megami games, you're gonna fight God, and then you're gonna fight Satan, and then you're gonna fight real God, and then like
I don't want to fight God, man.
Yes, you do. You should. You know why? Because in this version, in all the SMT games, God's not a good person. Like everybody's selfish in that version. The only person that's actually like altruistic is you, if you choose to be. Because you can't just be like, nah, I'm going to keep rocking with the angels, even though they clearly are going on power trips. But they got wings and they white. So.
And things.
Yeah. The demons are black, so obviously they wrong. Also, one of them is a giant penis, and there's no way I can side with that.
It's a penis chariot.
Yeah. Japanese
One of them sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, it's a dude taking a deuce. He's like, hey, man, I need your help. I need you to go get me 6 sandwiches from this deli and come bring it to the demon world. I'll give you this cool weapon. But you also helping a dude on the toilet, so
what's that?
It's optional.
Name? Like Belfamore or something?
Yeah, Belphegor.
Belphegor, yeah.
He's just
a demon on the toilet, just chilling.
Floating.
So,
Anyway.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's been.
I don't like Zach,
Oh, hey, wait.
taking our thunder.
Did anybody play any of the Next Fest games?
The what?
Next Fest on Steam?
No, not yet.
The demos of all the games coming out. Because I found out there is a demo for Homeworld 3 on there.
Oh, shit.
And I played it for an hour last night.
You
How
like
about
it?
that?
Is that how you fell asleep last night?
I'm just saying. I'm just
I
saying.
want to try it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Okay, so
Nick, both of y'all Benedict Arnold.
What you mean, man? I kind of want to try. Nolan Mays rubbed off
I
on
ain't
me.
gonna agree with him. I'm just gonna try it.
You gonna try the secret?
This game was awesome.
I enjoyed it, but I can see. I'm going to tell you, it's the tutorial for the beginning of the game, and I remember thinking to myself, for someone who's never played a Homeworld game, it is a lot of stuff to try to learn at one time. Because not only is it a lot of stuff to learn just from having to learn to play the game, there's a lot of new stuff in the game too.
Yeah.
But man, it's Homeworld. I was like, I know Blackbird is comprised of guys that made the original Homeworld games that went off and made their own company, but then got bought by Gearbox and who bought the Homeworld. Yeah, Gearbox bought the Homeworld IP. The guys that used to work at dang, I forgot the name of the other company. The guys that originally made the Homeworld games, they went off and formed Blackbird, and they started making a spiritual prequel to the Homeworld games. Meanwhile, Gearbox is sitting over here, and they're seeing what they're doing. It's like, well, hey, why don't you guys just make this a Homeworld game? So they're like, oh, we didn't think we could. You guys own it. They're like, no, here, sure. They gave them the name. They eventually bought them. So and from that came Homeworld.
That means
3,
Embracer
so.
Group is making Homeworld 3.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, they actually making a game?
So,
I mean, they release games. They just, if Homeworld 3 don't make a mint, then they closing it down.
It ain't?
hey, as long as I'm getting one more, but all the updates that they've made to it is like you can still do the original control scheme or the new control scheme.
It work for controllers?
Graphically, it looks probably that's what I'm thinking. The newer control scheme might work better with controllers, but I still feel like mouse and keyboard is kind of the way to go with it.
I'm gonna use my twin sticks.
Go for it.
3D.
But no, I was like, oh yeah, this is okay. I was a little concerned that it may not feel exactly like Homeworld, but no, it does.
Because of the delays?
It definitely does, huh? No, just
It's
from
gonna get delayed again. Don't
just
worry.
from them trying to having to modernize it. you do need a computer that can run it. I can tell because my computer didn't chug on it, and it looks fantastic. But I'm thinking of how big some of the play areas can get and how much stuff can go on with it. Because in the original game, you used to could do a console command because you could only have so many ships on there because computers back then couldn't run. If you had 100 ships on the screen, that computer couldn't run it. But if you did have a computer that can run it, there were like scripts or something that you could put in the game to take away that and just put as many ships as you wanted in the game. Let me tell you something. Homeworld 2 had the best total conversion Star Wars and Gundam mods that still work. And there was nothing better than having freaking 100 TIE fighters versus 100 X-Wings.
Oh, hell yeah.
Game running at 4 frames per second, but just watching it, oh, it was so good. So good. But anyway, yeah. So I'm throwing that out there. If anybody wants to try out Homeworld 3 is available. The Homeworld 3 demo is available on Steam Next Fest right now.
I need to check that out.
You know what else is on there? What else is on there? You know they're making a new Tribes game?
Yes,
Really?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't see that.
Jetpacks and space guns, baby.
I just heard there was a demo for Homeworld 3, and that's all I went and got. So
Tribes 3
Actually,
Rival.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I'm about to try it out.
Yeah, we got to do it.
I've
Just
never played a Tribes
yeah,
game.
we got
I'ma
to
try
just for
it out.
just for the
At
OG,
least just for,
you know, out of
nostalgia.
respect. Yeah, man.
I've known folks that love the Tribes games. I've never played them.
They're fun.
They're
Right.
just high action.
Yeah, fast paced.
Didn't
Right,
they
they
have
had
like
that on
hooks
PS2?
or something that you could?
That's the thing. You're
swing
supposed
with or
you're supposed to
something
use like
Jetpack.
jetpacks.
yeah.
Yeah, use like physics and stuff to like
Oh yeah.
start zooming around the
Yeah.
map and
You gotta use your momentum.
minimum. Oh man, which one we played on it was the PS2 one.
Yeah,
Was it,
blue disc.
Yeah, Tribes was it aerial assault or
Yep.
something. Yeah, that's what it was.
I think that's our time for this week. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us for another week. I can't talk tonight.
That's
No,
all right.
it's-
We'll
it's the end
get
of the
to
night.
it.
We
We'll
about
get
done.
to
We
it.
about done.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube. Make sure you listen to our. Oh, I'm gonna get to it. Don't worry. Make sure you listen to us on your podcast networks, things, Spotify.
Wherever the hell the RSS, I don't know what the hell people use podcast
yeah.
on and
Finger blast that bell icon as well.
There you
so
go.
you get notifications when the episodes come out. I can't talk. I'm done.
bro, just to end the
I'm
episode.
washed.
All right, it's
It's
after
because
9:30.
he wore
we're
that
all
fancy
washed.
ass Darwin Duck shirt.
All right, I'm out. Peace.
Bye.